Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind Your Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind Your Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Here we go. The Boston Celtics up 1-0 in the series, back in their home floor tonight at the TD Garden for game number 2. The Celtics versus the Heat tonight. Boston coming off a Game 1 victory on Sunday, 114-94. They led as many by 34 points in that Game 1 win on Sunday afternoon. And the Celtics looking to ride red hot once again with all that momentum, coming off a big-time victory, making 22 threes in the last game, 45% from the perimeter. When the Celtics are on point from three-point range, they are looking unstoppable. They're massive favorites in this game tonight, 14.5-point favorites for Boston. Just going to keep it going here for the Celtics. They've been just incredibly dominant on their home floor this season, 37-4 at home for Boston. Multiple hot hands in game number 1. They had 6 players in double figures. Jason Tatum had his first ever playoff triple-double, 23 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. Derek White dropped down 20, Porzingis at 18, Brown at 17, Hauser with 12 off the bench, and Al Horford with 10 off the bench, and just so much balance on this Celtics squad, and looking to continue and make it 2-0 tonight after the end of this one. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well here. 15 more for the Celtics. And gonna see if they can keep it up. They got up to a 14-zip lead on Sunday afternoon, and just kept on pushing the gas pedal, never looked back. The Heat did close the gap. It was a 34-point lead at one point that was pushed down to 10, but Boston able to win by 20 on Sunday, 114-94. For the Heat, they are hobbled. Jimmy Butler out for this playoff series due to the MCL sprain. For Butler, expected to miss this first round entirety of the playoff series, and also without a couple other players as well. Terry Rozier, he's injured too, so he's out, same as Josh Richardson, who he's out for the season for Richardson. So they have 3 key injuries there. Of course, Butler, the biggest injury, and that just really crushes the Heat's opportunities. But Celtics just gotta keep on playing physical, because even without Jimmy Butler, that game on Super Bowl Sunday where Miami played close, against the Celtics. The Celtics just got to keep on playing physical and make sure to shut down the door, because no lead is comfortable against this Heat team, and limit those fast break opportunities for Miami, and take care of the basketball. That's the keys for Boston. The threes, if they drop, it's going to be a W for the Celtics. They're just so good when they're making their shots from three-point range, especially just like that in the last game. 22 made threes, 45% from three. What's good, Warren, Jeffrey, Vegas, welcome in. Glad to have you guys back in. That's awesome. So best of luck there to Jeffrey. Tomorrow you got looks like a baseball game for Jamestown there for tomorrow. And yeah, hopefully the Celtics keep on rolling and pick up another dub tonight here. I saw Bill Belichick's gonna be joining the Manning cast this year. So I'm gonna be interested to see how that goes there with Bill Belichick on the Manning cast for Monday Night Football. That's gonna be really cool. I go Prime Kobe right there, Anthony. So I'll take Prime Kobe. Yeah, Red Sox keep on getting hampered by injuries, though. It's not a total loss for them. They're hanging in right now for their team. I thought it'd be a disaster once the injury struck, but they're hanging in right now at the moment. So we're going to tip off shortly. I saw from the tip-off countdown, NBC Sports Boston said tip-off slightly past the 7 o'clock hour. I know a lot of these games have been running late for tip-off. Yesterday, the TNT game didn't tip off till 7:45. The second game yesterday, the 10 o'clock game, didn't tip off until 10:19 last night. And finally, we got some of the road teams starting to win games yesterday. So the Pacers picked up a big win at the Bucks, and then Dallas picked up a win at the Clippers yesterday. So finally, after it was 12 straight home teams winning, finally we had two yesterday pick up wins as the lower seed in the first round playoff game. Just Luke Cornett, he's the only player listed out. So everybody else available tonight. Luke Cornett is out, though he's trending in the right direction. So Luke Cornett, right calf strain. He participated in contact drills at practice and is getting better, according to Joe Mazzulla. But smart decision to just keep on having him rest up and be available when he's healthy, because Boston's up 1-0, and really good opportunity tonight to go up 2-0 in this series, because their home record this year, that's their track record, says it all. How they've been just sensational at home, 37-4 on their home court, and this team is just different this season. I know a lot of people go back to the past. Historically, the Celtics have struggled against the Heat, but this Celtics team, with their acquisitions, Porzingis and Holiday in the offseason, and the hashtag different here for Boston, this team is entirely different, and it showed in that first playoff game on Sunday afternoon. I was actually out during that time. I had a doubleheader for softball, but during the break, I was looking at the game score. They were up by 34. They had a total in the 90s, and the Heat had 59 at the time. I think it was something like 93-59. It was crazy. Hey, what's good? Sadu in the stream, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, that was unbelievable. Game 2, the Knicks and Sixers, and also the game after that one too, the Lakers Nuggets. That was a crazy finish that night for both of those games. I believe so. I'm not positive yet because I got a lot of prep to do, but if I do stream, it would be the Sixers against Knicks tomorrow. If I don't stream, I plan on being back at 8 o'clock on Friday covering Clippers against Mavs. That's the game at that time. I got softball at 3 and 5 for a doubleheader on Friday, so I get back later. Yeah, Celtics are rolling right now. Couple bumps towards the end of the season for them. This game's going to tip off later. They had a countdown for tip-off time, and the NBC Sports Boston countdown had it 10 minutes till tip, so that's why I started this stream at 6:52, 6:53 to the live stream slide, because I thought like legit we were gonna actually tip off at 7 o'clock, like even for this game, like the college basketball games do. But that's not the case. The tip off has been delayed once again, just like all these games are throughout the playoffs, where the scheduled times like either 7 or 7:30, and they don't actually tip it off until like 10-15 minutes past. Yeah, pancakes and eggs, really good. I like waffles too, French toast. I usually have English muffins a lot for breakfast, so that's what I've been having recently for breakfast. English muffins with peanut butter. Usually in the weekdays, it's like quicker to make, but also like the peanut butter is able to give you energy and be able to have me start my day, which is good. Usually on weekends, I have either waffles, eggs, French toast. So I don't leave the house until a little bit later on weekends. I usually get up at 6 on weekdays. Weekends I get up at 8. Yeah, unfortunately I'm not going to do the NFL draft for tomorrow night, so I'm going to do the Knicks game for tomorrow night. Yeah, I'm not that much high on like the NFL draft, streaming it and stuff, because I didn't watch the college football season. I was incredibly busy during the college football season, so I'm not like an expert on like the draft picks and stuff, and like breaking down the players. Like I'll go through and see like who drafted who or so, but I'll look to see who the Patriots drafted, but hopefully it'll be good. I think it's going to be a long transition. Hey, what's good? Daniel on the stream. Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Yeah, Celtics did take 49 threes the last game. That's the thing with the Celtics, is if they're not on point from three, they struggle, and they got to find other ways to win for them. That's the only downfall for Boston, is if they're jacking up way too many threes and they're missing them, then you got to go inside. You got to get some sort of balance there for the Celtics. Actually, right now, Joe Mazzulla is being interviewed, so we're still a couple more minutes away from tipping this off. Yeah, draft is super long for the NFL. It's crazy how long it is. It goes past midnight. Yeah, NBA draft, whenever I've streamed that, like, it usually goes to like 12:30, 12:45 in the morning for the NBA draft. It's so long in between the draft picks. Like the NFL draft, they only do the first night. It's just the entire first round. And they take forever in between the first round, like 15, 20 minutes it seems, to announce every single pick. It's just dragged on. Like there needs to be some sort of process that quickens it up, because it just gets dragged on by the TV networks forever. Like, they hold the time slot from like 8 p.m. to 11 p.m., but it goes over the nightly news, and if you're in a broadcast television, then you don't know what the heck to do with your television broadcast. If we're going live at 11 o'clock for the news, or if we're going to wait till like 12:30, 12:45 until the draft finishes up, well, nobody's going to be watching the news anyway. It's either you can pre-record ahead of time, which is probably the most recommended thing to do if you're one of the broadcast channels in the ABC network, or people are going to be watching you live at like 12:45, 1 a.m. by the time the NFL draft ends. And yeah, it's just too bad. It's too bad for the workers that go into work, show up at noontime, and have like 12-hour shifts, because that's what it usually is in broadcast television. I work in radio, so luckily my shift is 8 to 4 for most days, when I'm asked quite a bit to stay overtime due to the breaking news cycle and stuff. So sometimes I don't get out until later, or I have to like substitute in for somebody. But I don't think a lot of people know that myself being involved in broadcasting is that over on the television side, the hours there for TV broadcasters, production reporters, news anchors, and TV, they're 12-hour shifts. They're not the regular 8-hour shifts, 40 hours a week. They're salaried 12-hour shifts that they're taking right there, and it's and when you have something that delays you like the NFL draft, it just completely throws off the schedule. Plus, nobody's going to be even probably watching. Everybody's in bed by the time it's 12:45, because that's probably when the NFL draft will honestly run to tomorrow night. What's good, Gano on the stream, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Charlisa, Ice Baby, welcome on board. If you're new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Just awaiting for this one here to tip off. Yeah, this has been dragged on for the tip-off right now. 7 o'clock scheduled time, but hasn't been able to tip off so far. James, JD, Uncle Pizzle, glad to have you guys back in the stream here. Oh, no problem, Jeffrey. Yeah, no problem. Feel free. If I do stream tomorrow, you're welcome to give me updates and stuff like that. We're welcome to talk about whatever, like sports related, whatever. No problem, man. Yeah. And we'll see if that does happen. If it goes to actually 11:30, or if it gets delayed further. I feel like the NBA dragged on for much longer last year. So I think that was an 8 to 11. They held the time slot. I remember it went past 12. It went past midnight that they finished up the draft last year for the NBA. Yep. Hopefully no big ew tonight here from me. Hopefully gonna save that for another team in the playoffs, and not the Celtics tonight. Did a couple of those last night in the fourth quarter for Phoenix. I think Phoenix is toast after yesterday's game. They turned it over 20 times last night. Yeah, this is just dragging on right now. There needs to be something by the NBA. It needs to be more upfront about the start times and stuff. Yeah, that ran incredibly long last year. So yeah, when I streamed the NBA draft last year, it went incredibly long, past midnight. But yeah, the NFL draft for tomorrow. Welcome in, Ryan, on the stream, man. And yeah, we were kind of talking about the NFL draft. So they got that blocked off until 11:30, and it usually runs later. So here we go. Finally, we get to the starters. Derek White, Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis. Tatum's coming off his first career playoff triple-double in game number 1 of the series. Tyler Hero, Caleb Martin, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Nikola Jovic, and Bam Adebayo, the starting 5 for the Miami Heat. Celtics are 37-4 on their home floor. Luke Cornett's the lone player listed out tonight for Boston due to the calf injury. Jimmy Butler, with the sprained MCL, is out for the series. Terry Rozier out with a neck injury. Josh Richardson out for the season with a shoulder injury. Big time favorites tonight for Boston. 14.5-point favorites, and hopefully they're going to play like one tonight. They're up by 34 the last game. They're showing the replay of Caleb Martin with a dirty play, knocking down Tatum in the final 2 minutes of Sunday's game. I get a feeling here Tatum's going to go off tonight. Tatum went just 1 for 8 from 3-point range in game 1. I think he's going off. him. I'll go with Jaylen Brown. So, two of the first 20-plus point scores. I think that was asked in the chat earlier. I like Tatum and Brown tonight to do that. Yes, they should, said Al. They should definitely be able to win this series. Yeah, big night for Boston sports. Celtics, Bruins, Red Sox all in action tonight. Celtics put 6 players in double figures the last game. 22 made threes, 45% for the perimeter. Tingus Pingus, he is ready. He's pumped up for this one. Boston in their home of green jerseys, white numbers, white letters as we're about to get ready to tip off. Miami goes with a road, black uniforms, white numbers, white letters, red outline for the Heat. We're about to tip off here in just a moment. If you're new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Celtics going right to left on the floor, Heat going left to right, Porzingis and Adebayo. We'll go up here for the opening tip. And we are underway, and Boston controls the opening tip. Celtics with the first possession. David Guthrie, Sean Wright, J.B. DeRosa as the officials tonight for this game. Holiday backs his way inside the key. Holiday left hand over Hawkins, no good. Came up short, partially blocked by Jaime Hawkins Jr. The Heat come up with a basketball. Nikola Jovic at the elbow, moves it out on top off to Adebayo. Adebayo towards the left, passes over to Caleb Martin. Martin dribbles up, jumper, takes the 15-footer off the back rim, no good. Porzingis controls the defensive rebound. Celtics with possession number 2 tonight. Holiday at the left wing towards his right, slides it off to Brown. Brown, crossover, dribbles up at the elbow, passes outside to Holiday. Holiday 10 on the shot clock, finds White. White at the left wing, turns the corner, dribble, drive, floats up the shot, over Jovic, he scores. It's good for 2 to get the party started by Derek White. 2-zip in the first minute. Heat with possession number 2. Martin, guarded by Tatum at the left wing, hands it off to Hawkins, switched by Tatum. Tatum tries to go around the screen. Hawkins sends it out to the right corner. Jovic jacks up a 3 as he connects on it. 3-2 for the Heat. The Heat taking their first lead right now. 38-4 at home this season, including the playoffs. 37-4 in the regular season. Jumper baseline off the turnaround, and it's good for Jaylen Brown. Tough shot right there for 2 by JB. Hawkins pressured by Holiday. Ball got poked loose at the midcourt. Logo picked up, though, for the Heat. Referees said it wasn't a backcourt violation. The pass gets sent to Adebayo. Bouncing bodies working on Porzingis. Over Porzingis, and he got fouled. So Adebayo will shoot 2 at the free throw line. Porzingis picks up his first personal foul. Derby, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Hockey from home. Glad to have you back in the stream. I'll take a look at that, Jeffrey, right now since we got free throws. Actually, it's a good time for me to see which network's faster, too, because I can get it through 2 channels, TNT or NBC Sports Boston. But let's see here, TNT. Yep, they got the game. So if you're to Boston, like if you're from New England, sometimes you get the Celtics games blacked out on TNT from time to time. But you have either option tonight. TNT is available, so if you have TNT, it's available out there in New England to watch. It's not blacked out. Yeah, I had that problem last year. I had Sling as my old provider, which didn't have coverage with NBC Sports Boston, and some of the games got blacked out for me entirely because TNT would have them blacked out. But you got options there with TNT tonight if you're from New England, and if you have NBC Sports Boston in their plan, they're covering this game as well. Brown got fouled around the perimeter. The clock will stop. Hey, there we go. So Uncle Pizzle puts out his favorites about the Celtics there with me and Tops making his list. 10 minutes left to go in the first 2 minutes through. Porzingis bounce pass over to Brown. Brown brings along a double team outside. Porzingis gets it away off to Tatum. Tatum dribbles up. Pass got deflected back into his hands though. Tatum soars up right to the rim. He scores up and in. Off the backboard. Gets the layup. 6-4 for the Celtics. Jason Tatum, resilient possession. right there. Martin, guarded by Tatum at the wing. Bounce pass top of the key. Adebayo. Adebayo works on Porzingis. Handoff to Hero. Hero drives, pro hop, kick out corner, wide open three. Jovic swishes it. Celtics not covering Jovic so far, and that's his second made three of the game, so he's got 6 out of the 7 so far to begin by Nikola Jovic. White brings along a double, gets it off to Porzingis inside the low post. Porzingis working on Jovic, shovels out right corner, 3 by Tatum, and he connects on it. Bang, bang from the right corner for JT. 9-7 for Boston. Big response right back by Tatum. 4 for 5 from the floor shooting so far for Boston. Hawkes, guarded by Brown, crossover, dribble drive inside. Hawkes over Brown, lost it, stripped to the basketball, turns it over. Brown collects the steal. Up the floor here for Jaylen. Jaylen Brown at the right wing, moves it on top. Porzingis pops up, shoots a deep range shot, no good off the front rim. Going for the 29-footer right there by KP straight away. Popping up, but it creased off the front rim. Not the best of looks right there for KP. Should have made an extra pass there. Bounce pass gets sent over to Adebayo. 8.5 left to go the first. Bam. Jab step. Defended by Brown. Backs his way. At the low right block. Bam. Turnaround jumper. Got it. We're even at 9 apiece right now. Physical start to this game. Bam Adebayo backing his way. Bouncing bodies to begin for him. Tatum at the left wing perimeter, working on Jovic, takes the 3 over, Jovic no good, pinwheeled around the rim and out. Rebound secured by Hero. Hero looks to push it here. Tyler Hero pushes out right wing. Jovic tries another 3, that missed off the back rim too long. Porzingis controls the defensive rebounds. Started to turn into a 3-point shooting contest as well here. Holiday drives inside with a runner. Graced off the front rim, no good. Looking for the foul call. Jovic up the floor. Ball got deflected from behind. Derek White able to poke it loose. Came up with a steal. The lob over the top transition with a 2-handed jam. White with an assist. Jason Tatum on a 2-on-1 up on the rooftop right there with an alley-oop slam for JT. Derek White poking that ball loose from behind as Jovic was unaware of his belongings on the floor. Hawkes fires the fastball straight away out of Bio. No good. Missed off the rim short. Rebound controlled by Boston. White crosses the midcourt logo. White turbo circles around the rim working on Jovic. Outside finds Tatum. Spots up. Takes the 3. Nothing but net delivers. Bang bang for a JT. 14-9 Celtics. Derek White catapulting. An excellent start here for Boston on a 5-zip run. Adebayo inside. Adebayo double team. Adebayo stripped. And Porzingis collects the steal. Out of bounds, though. The referees are going to say Porzingis lost it last. Tons of contact right there. No call by the referees, though. They let him play on. As Porzingis basically got tackled from behind by Adebayo after Adebayo got the ball stripped underneath the rim. But this is going to be Heat basketball, as the referees said that Porzingis had the ball slipped out of his hands. And they didn't roll the loose ball foul like they should have right there. That clearly looked like Bam Adebayo should have got called for the loose ball foul. But Celtics leading by 5, part of a 5-zip run here for Boston. 14-9, the lead to the first timeout. Great 5-zip sequence. Derek White, major factor in both of those plays. Like Nikola Jovic was taking it up the floor, crossing midcourt in the open floor, and Derek White just turned on the Jets and came right from behind, poked the ball out loose from Jovic from behind, and then it went over to, I believe it was Porzingis, and then he passed it up the floor off the break to Brown. Brown went on a 2-on-1, and then lobbed it off to Tatum and drew it down with the alley-oop slam. Well, that's good. Billy in the street, welcome in. So Jimmy Butler's out tonight. I believe he's most likely going to be out for the entire series. He's dealing with an MCL sprain for Butler, so it's expected that he's going to miss the entire series for him, most likely. So they have 3 players listed out. Terry Rozier, Jimmy Butler, Josh Richardson, all listed out. Celtics with 1 player listed out with Luke Cornett. He's been making progress. Right calf strain, and he did some non-contact drills at practice earlier today. So he's been making progress lately with Luke Cornett, but still not available just yet. Yep, nothing beats these Celtics streams with the energy that I provide. Gonna always do my best coverage as much as possible here. The dedication, the passion, and really bring it all to life here in these streams. If you're new to the channel, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA games. Also covered a lot of great games last month for March Madness as well, so I do have college hoops in there, but rest of the season's all NBA because we have the NBA playoffs right now from this is the first week of the NBA playoffs all the way through basically around mid-June with the finals. And the Celtics just 15 more that they need because they take it one game at a time. They're up by 5 right now, part of a 5-zip run. 6:50 left to go in the first. Looking to go up 2-0 in the series. Hefty favorites as a 14.5-point favorite. And Derek White, back-to-back hustle plays that he made on the floor. They showed a replay on NBC Sports Boston. I got NBC Sports Boston on, so I'm not sure what TNT is showing. Right now, I can watch both of the channels. I believe NBC Sports Boston, for me, is a tad ahead of TNT, so that's why I decided to go with NBC Sports Boston, because it's a couple seconds ahead of what TNT has for the live feed. So here we go. Back from the timeout. 5-point game, 6:50. Left to go in the first. Heat will have the basketball. Jovic will be the inbound passer in the near side corner of the front court. He lobs it off to Adebayo. Adebayo's on the floor with Jaquez, Hero, Jovic, and Martin. Hero, top of the key, guarded by Holiday, 1-on-1. Slides it out left corner. Jaquez with a 3. Jaquez off the rim, no good. A rebound secured by Tatum. Tatum, Brown, White, Holiday, and Porzingis. That's the 5 on the floor. Everybody's still with their starters out there. Holiday backs his way. Patience. Pivot. Holiday got it stripped out of bounds. This will stay Celtics ball. What's good, Carmen, Hector in the stream? Welcome in. Raphael, glad to have you back in. Holiday will now take a seat on the bench as he comes out. And substitutions here. Peyton Pritchard, first time on the floor, comes in. Al Horford into the game as well. So Celtics have White, Brown, Porzingis, Horford, Pritchard. The 5 on the floor currently as Tatum and Holiday are now on the bench. Bad pass there by Boston down low, got intercepted by Jaquez. Moves it off to Jovic. Kick out to the corner. Intercepted by Porzingis once again up the floor. Here goes Pritchard. Pritchard at the mid-block. Going to move it out on top. Horford sends it off to Brown. Brown now the ball handler will slow it down. Brown guarded at the right wing perimeter at the TD Garden logo. Brown crossover off fake. Fires the pass left corner. Wide open 3. Porzingis no good. Had an excellent look right there. Somebody forgot to guard the 7'3" sniper at the left corner but couldn't convert on a Hero. Passing behind his back. Adebayo gave up an open floater. Top of the key 3 instead by Jaquez. Works out in their favor. 14-12. That's a good ball movement right there for the Heat. They gave him an open 2 to trade it off with an open 3 straight away. Porzingis slides it outside. Horford, touch pass, right corner 3. Brown off the rim, no good. Tipped off the glass, missed by Porzingis. The rebound secured here by Jaquez. Jaquez, a chance to tie with a 2. Sends it off to Jovic. Handoff to Hero. Step back 3 in the air. Tyler Hero drills it. 15-14 right now. Making things interesting here. 4th-made 3 of the game for the Heat, getting some space around the perimeter currently. Derek White, edge of the midcourt logo, towards his right around the perimeter. White's guarded 1-on-1 by Hero. Porzingis sets the screen. White towards his left, passes to Porzingis, free throw circle. Porzingis, guarded by Hero, backs his way in a mismatch. Porzingis, inside the paint, no good. Missed off the front rim once again. Just doesn't have the touch right now for Porzingis, shockingly, to begin this game. Adebayo up fake, free throw circle. Sends it outside over to Hero. Hero with a 3 straight away. No good off the rim. A rebound secured by Porzingis. It's turned out to be a 3-point shooting contest to begin this game. White, spin move, inside a key. So he's working on Jovic. Fires the pass outside. Pritchard has a step past the defender. Bounce pass top of the key. White. White dribbles up, drives, soars up. Right to the cup. He scores with a right-hand layup. Clear pathway right there for Derek White as the Celtics take the lead. 16-14, timeout on the floor. As Boston, or this will be the Heat with their first timeout. Celtics took the first one, the Heat took the second one, so the Heat take their first timeout in the night, 16-15 in a 1-point game. Derek White doing everything right right now for White. Massive impact that he has had out on the floor. 4 points, an assist, a steal. Perfect 2 for 2, but every single play that he has made has been just straight up hustle for Derek White. And he saw the lane, took it right down the lane, downhill to the rim, and scored. Tatum's got 10, and Tatum substituted out of the game, so they've been lacking recently with the Heat got onto a little bit of a run when Tatum substituted out of the game, getting some rest. Jovic made 2 threes early on. He's got 6, leading the way for the Heat. Threes all by Hero and Hawkes. Adebayo has 3 with a 2 plus a free throw. Hey, thanks so much, Hector. Really appreciate it. If you're new on the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Now to the second timeout of the night here. And this one's close and competitive so far. Celtics got to keep on moving that basketball. They've had the looks early on. Porzingis just hasn't been able to find his stroke. Porzingis 0 for 4 to begin this game. He had a mismatch down low in the key, working on Tyler Hero, backing his way. It came off rim short. Porzingis took a foolish 3 to start off this game from like 30 feet out, popping up on a transition 3 straight away, but he bricked it off the front rim. And then he had a really good look at the corner as well. He's not really known to be a corner perimeter shooter. That's the thing. He does a lot of his work from the perimeter at the top usually for Porzingis popping up. So he took one from the corner. He was completely wide open off a skip pass, but he bricked the 3. So tough start here for Porzingis. Hasn't found his touch yet to begin this game. Still a long way left to go. Drew Holiday as well. He has yet to find his touch. All of his shots have been like floaters inside the paint for Drew, but Drew hasn't been able to get anything going on. So last game, everybody had a hot hand in it, but tonight's been basically Jason Tatum so far. He's got 10, and White's making a lot of good hustle plays here in this game. So Time Lord doesn't play for the Celtics anymore. He was part of that. He was part of the Drew Holiday trade. So how that trade went down in the summer was that Portland traded Dame to Milwaukee in exchange for Drew Holiday, which got traded to Portland. And then the Celtics traded Portland. So the Celtics traded away Malcolm Brogdon and Robert Williams III off the Portland. And then they got Drew Holiday in exchange for Time Lord and Brogdon. That's an amazing trade that they got right there. Didn't really work out at all for Portland. Those two guys are just super injury prone between Brogdon and Time Lord. It's unfortunate for Time Lord. Like, he barely played this year. I think he got injured in the first couple of weeks of the season. We come back to action. 16 of 15 to score now. So we're down to 4:15 left to go in the first. Possession goes to the Heat. Hero at the right elbow. Hero's defended by Horford around the perimeter. Hero brings along a double team. Swings it outside to Duncan Robinson, and he makes the 3. It's had some history against Boston in the past. 18-16. That's not the guy that you want to leave open on a 3. Brown, quick up the floor, scores the layup. 18 even now with under 4 left to go. 5 in the floor look like this for the Heat. Bad pass got intercepted as Hero missed his mark, and the outlet by Porzingis got intercepted right back by Robinson. So it's Robinson, Hero, Adebayo, Martin, and Haywood Highsmith, the 5 in the floor. Corner jumper is good by Martin. They're going to roll out a 3, both feet behind the perimeter, 21-18. Celtics with a 5 in the floor with Pritchard, Brown, White, Horford, and Porzingis. Off the screen is Brown. Brown at the left wing. Brown guarded by Hero 101. Brown backs his way. Jumper. Turnaround at the elbow. Bricked off the back rim. No good. Out of the pack. Robinson collects the defensive rebound. Duncan Robinson shaking bake beats Horford. Blocked by Porzingis. Huge rejection right there, but a 7'3" big man. White up the floor. He's going to slow down tempo here for Boston. Under 3 minutes left to go in the first. White lobs it off to Porzingis. Top of the free throw circle. Bounce pass backdoor cutter. Horford. Kick out left corner. Brown turns the corner to the rim. Scores the easy layup. 21-20 right now. Jaylen Brown back-to-back buckets at the rim. Here's a 3. Martin, no good. Bricked off the back rim. A little bit off balance leading in forward. Celtics collected the defensive board. White takes the three up the floor. No good, missed it. This is a 3-point shooting contest to begin this game. Celtics just 2 for 7 from 3. There's a 3 by Miami to take it. Winning 4 right now. Tyler Hero from the top delivers. 7 for 12 from 3-point range for the Heat. They found their stroke 15-6 run last 3.5 minutes. Celtics going to get back in transition. Horford, bad entry pass to Porzingis, results in a steal. Hero, bounce pass out of Bio, bounce pass backdoor cutter. Highsmith turns it over. That should have been an easy layup. I don't know what in the world he was doing right there for Haywood Highsmith, and Jaylen Brown took it in transition, and Brown gets fouled by Robinson on the break. First of all, the score should be 26-20 right now. Haywood Highsmith cut backdoor to the hoop. He had an easy layup, and instead he pulled off a Ben Simmons and decided to shovel off to his teammate who wasn't expecting the pass, and he turned it over. So 2 free throws here by Jaylen Brown to put this one in a 1-possession game. First one's no good. He's had some free throw woes here to past for Jaylen. Tatum, much needed, checks back into the game. So Tatum's back on the floor, same as Drew Holiday. Adebayo will take a seat on the bench now and get some rest. So with Bam on the bench here, this is a great opportunity for the Celtics to see if they can start to mount a run with Tatum and Holiday back on the floor. Jaylen Brown's only 66% at the free throw line since January 19th. The last 3 months, and he goes over at the free throw line. Jaylen Brown missed both of them. Score stays the same, 24-20. He's had some issues in the past at the free throw line. Robinson, guarded by Brown one-on-one, swings it out left wing. Hawkes at the low block, fires the fastball right wing. Highsmith, and a rainbow 3 missed off the mark, no good. A rebound secured by Horford. 5 of the floor looks like this for the Celtics. Pritchard, Holiday, Brown, Tatum, and Horford. Holiday at the top, has it open and jacks up the 3 over Kevin Love, no good. Offensive rebound, Big Al. Horford up and good. Off the putback, good for 2. 2-point game. Ashton, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. 14-2 points in the paint in favor of Boston. So when their 3 hasn't worked today, they're just 2 for 8 from 3. They've been able to get to the rim. Jaylen Brown's been a tone setter getting to the rim in this game. A couple buckets he's made at the rim. Hawkes with a 3, connects on it. These guys just keep on canning 3s right now for the Heat. They're 8 for 13 in the quarter. Final minute left to go in the first. Tatum has it at the edge of the midcourt logo. Tatum's working on the Highsmith 101. And a reach-in foul picked up, charged to Highsmith. They're going to get Kevin Love. So Kevin Love was right next to Highsmith trying to get around the Horford screen. So it was actually Kevin Love who pushed Horford, trying to set up the screen, who picks up the foul. Greg, welcome back in. Thanks for stopping by, man. So this will send Horford to the free throw line. That's the bonus now. The Celtics now in the bonus, as that's the 5th personal foul picked up by Miami this quarter. So Al Horford, 2 shots. First one's good. Just hasn't been able to find a touch in this game for multiple Celtics compared to Sunday, where they had multiple hot hands. But Sam Hauser looking to see if he can start to provide a spark from the perimeter, as Hauser will check in for the first time tonight. Second shot by Horford at the line, and no good. Rough go-around tonight at the free throw line to begin this game. 4-point game, 50 seconds left to go in the first. The Celtics just 1 for 4 at the free throw line to begin in the first quarter. Love, hand off to Robinson. Robinson guarded by Tatum 101. Robinson at the right wing takes a fall-away 3 over Tatum. That missed poorly. Off the front rim, missed. A rebound secured by Horford. Up the floor off to Pritchard. Lobs the pass to Tatum. Tatum's guarded by Robinson here on a mismatch. Turnaround jumper. Tatum, and he connects on it. Jason Tatum, good for 2. Saw the 1-on-1 mismatch and drilled it at the right baseline. 12 by Tatum. He's the go-through tonight in this game. 5 for 6 from the floor in the first quarter of action. Hawkes slows it down at the TD Garden logo. Jaime Hawkes drives on Pritchard inside the paint. Hawkes absorbs contact and gets fouled. And he'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. What's good, Pringle? Welcome back in. Yes. I believe the Celtics should be able to take this one tonight. It's going to be pretty embarrassing if they lose this one on their home floor tonight. Yeah, they're 38-4 at home this season. This game, too, is really telling because if the Celtics come out, they win this game like they should, then it's a really telling game. But if they lose this game, then it gets really worrisome. Really, really worrisome if Boston loses this game tonight on their home floor, being 14.5-point favorites. Hawk has missed the first shot. Second shot here by Hawkes is good. 3-point lead for the Heat. 7 seconds left to go in the first. Celtics cross the midcourt logo. Tatum the hot hand. Tatum dribbles up. Tatum downhill to the rim. And Tatum looking for the foul. And yes, he did. He got fouled at the buzzer. 2 shots by Tatum. How about that? Tatum has certainly grown. That's one that Tatum would usually go to the elbow, jack up a deep 2 at the buzzer and brick it to close out the corner. No. Instead, he's got the sense of urgency to attack on 3 defenders, and the referees blow the whistle at the buzzer. And they're going to give Tatum free throws if it stands. Right now, the referees are at the monitor to see if Tatum got this shot off in time. And we're waiting to see if this will be free throws or not for Tatum. I love this sense of urgency right here for Tatum. Euro step on Hawkins from behind. And yeah, he gets whacked from the backside at the end. But it all depends on if there was time on the clock or not when that ball left his hands for Tatum here. So this is under review right now, whether Tatum will have free throws or not coming up at the free throw line. Yes, he will. They put back an 1/8 of a second on the clock. So 0.8 left to play in the quarter. And Jason Tatum will have 2 free throws here. I love what he did right there. If the Celtics win this game, that's going to be massive. If they win this game being a close game, you're going to look back to that last possession to close out the end of the first quarter and see the urgency of Jason Tatum as he buries the first free throw. The urgency of Jason Tatum being a difference maker, because the Jason Tatum from the past would have dribbled up to the elbow, would have taken an 18-foot J and bricked it for Tatum to close out the quarter. That version of Jason Tatum went right to the rim, was able to absorb contact, got fouled with an 1/8 of a second left before the buzzer. And we close out at the end of the first. Tatum makes both of the free throws, by the way. He made the second one as well. 28-27. As we close out at the end of one, the Heat didn't get off a shot after they inbounded it with just 0.8 left to go. Big start by the Heat from 3-point range. We'll see if Joe Mazzulla can finally get his team to make the adjustments right now, because that was an issue in the Eastern Conference Finals from last year. You got dudes going off, dropping down threes. You got to defend the perimeter. What's good, Mario on the stream? Welcome in. Sorry to hear that you're sick, man. Wishing you the best of luck to get better there. Keep on getting better, man. Resty, welcome back in. Wow. Stay safe where you are. Stay cool. Extreme heat. Wow. Yeah, try to stay indoors and stay cool as much as possible. Bradley, glad to have you back in. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. We're through 1 in the books. This should be a 3-point Heat lead right now to close out the first quarter, but no. Jason Tatum, final seconds, attacking right to the rim, drew the foul, went to the free throw line with 0.8 seconds left to go, buried both of the free throws, and Jason Tatum out to an excellent start today. He's the hot hand for Boston. 14 points, 5 for 6 from the floor, 2 for 3 from 3, perfect, 2 for 2 at the free throw line. 14 points in 8 minutes by Tatum to begin in the first. Just going to have his teammates show up. Jaylen Brown getting to the rim a couple times. He's made 3 twos at the rim for Brown getting downhill. He's got 6, 4 by Derek White. Derek White with a lot of hustle plays early on, looking solid. Off the bench, Horford with 3. Porzingis, though, having an off game so far today. Porzingis yet to score 0 for 4. Holiday yet to score 0 for 4. But if these guys can start to get their stroke going on and start to lock down the Heat perimeter with their perimeter shots, then this will definitely be able to turn in the tides of the Celtics. Yeah, I was thinking about that, so Ryan's correct about that. And Highsmith giving up a wide open layup to make a pass that he turned it over on. The Heat's hanging in this game because they got the lead because they're 8 for 15 from 3. Celtics got to just tighten up their perimeter defense right now. Oh man, so sorry, Jeffrey there. Sorry, that's terrible. Yeah, my thoughts are with you. That's just so tough, like losing a loved one, because you'll always like remember about it. I'm so sorry. Here we go, back to action, 28-27. So we start off the second quarter here. The Heat, left to right on the floor. Robinson lobs it over to Love. Robinson, Love, Jaquez. Delon Wright and Haywood Highsmith. That's the 5 on the floor. Highsmith took a corner 3, missed off the mark, and Horford collects the defensive rebound. Celtics, with their 5 starting off the second quarter, is Jason Tatum, Drew Holiday, Peyton Pritchard, and Sam Hauser. Tatum brings along a double team, gets it out of his hands off to Horford. Horford bumped into and fouled by Love. So Kevin Love knocks down Horford at the corner. Wow, Red Sox doing well. 6-zip. Boyette, welcome in. Thanks for joining back in. Thanks for the updates there, Jeffrey. Appreciate it, man. Really busy night for Boston sports tonight. Celtics with the inbound. Holiday has it here with 10 on the shot clock. Gives the ball into the hands to Tatum. Tatum at the top. Takes the 3 straight away. Tatum, no good. Pretty good look at it, though, for Tatum. That ball was up in the air. That had the distance. Just wasn't able to connect as it went off the rim. Robinson guarded at the top of the key here by Hauser. Dribbles towards his right. Brings along Horford. Bounce pass down low. Poke loose by Hauser. Intercepted by Pritchard. Here they go with numbers. 3-on-2 up the floor. Horford's going to slow it down. Fires the pass outside. Corner. Fade away. Sam Hauser knocks down a 3. 30-28 Boston. Providing a spark off the bench right there for Hauser. Finally, we have another player who can get buckets tonight. Getting into a rhythm, getting a stroke with Hauser. And this was started by Hauser, who deflected the entry pass off to Love, off his hands with a steal. Horford kicked it out, transition 3, Hauser, bang. Devin, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Edith, glad to have you back in the stream. A little blurry for a moment there for my camera. I got my camera like a couple weeks ago right after the Final Four, so I don't know what the issue was there just a moment ago, but Horford just ripped that ball away. It went out of bounds. It was off of Horford last. So Horford ripped it away from Jaquez. Last touch by Horford, though, so this will stay. Heat ball. 4 in the shot clock. Miami with an inbound. Handoff Robinson. Robinson 1 in the shot clock. Got to get off something here. Robinson. No, he did not. Not enough in time by Duncan Robinson. Is a shot clock violation. Celtics with great defense right there. As Robinson, he was cut off from taking any sort of 3. The Celtics stacked him in the corner and tried to dribble baseline and couldn't get it off in time. Boston with possession. Tatum at the top. Tatum weaves his way right between the double team. Soars up right to the rim. He scores with a left-hand layup by Tatum. Blew past the entire Heat defense in the process right there. 16 by Jason Tatum in the first 10 minutes of court time tonight. Delon Wright defended at the left wing by Hauser. Lobs it over to Love. Love Fires a fastball underneath off the Hawkins. Off the off fake, was able to sneak past Horford, and he scores the 2. Mr. Proctor, welcome on the stream here. Ron, thanks for joining in, everybody. 32-30 right now in a back-and-forth battle. Tatum receives it across the floor, sent by Pritchard. Tatum, jab step of the right wing. Tatum dribbles up top of the key. Lobs it down low to Horford. Horford, kick out left corner. Hauser walks the tightrope. Left baseline dribble, floats up the shot. No good, he airballed it. Heat came up with a rebound as Robinson crosses the midcourt logo. Robinson, guarded by Holiday, drives at the mid-block. Robinson bounce pass off to right. Back into the hands to Robinson. Up fake. Robinson open. 3 for the lead. No good. Missed off the rim. Tatum collects the defensive rebound. Holiday transition 3. Swoosh. Nothing but net by Drew Holiday. The Celtics lead by 5. That's urgency right there by Drew. It was a 1-on-2, and the Celtics were not the numbers advantage team on the fast break. But anyway, somehow, someday, Drew Holiday buried that 3 on a numbers down advantage play. Holiday just picked up the foul guarding Hawkins here, as this will be 2 shots to the line for Hotme Hawkins. But wish they could show that replay once again of the Drew Holiday transition 3. That was a numbers down advantage for the Celtics. There were 2 back in transition defense for the Heat. Holiday was the only player up the floor for Boston in transition on a 1-on-2 with a numbers down advantage, and he buried a 3. First free throw was good by Hawkins. Second shot good at the free throw line. So Holiday will head back to the bench right now. 3-point Celtics lead. Pritchard keeps on pushing it, sends it off to Hauser. No look pass, left corner. Horford connects on the 3. That's a beautiful pass right there by Sam Hauser. Pritchard with a sense of urgency to push against the Heat defense. Love at the top, sends it off to Hero. Hero, as we get a whistle here with a reach and foul picked up, charge to Pritchard. So right now, foul trouble looks like this for the Celtics. 2 personal fouls by Drew Holiday, 1 each between Porzingis and now Pritchard. And then for the Heat, foul trouble, 2 personal fouls by Kevin Love, 1 each between Hawkes, Hero, and Robinson. Horford's got 6 now and a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor, 5 rebounds coming off the bench. The depth here of Boston when everybody's fully healthy, it is something that's truly magical, truly special. Inside, Love, no good, missed off the bottom right part of the glass. Horford collects his 6th rebound. Up the floor, finds Tatum, fires it across the court. Here's a 3, Hauser bricked it. Oh man, that would have been special if Hauser drilled that 3. That was an incredible read by Jason Tatum on a skip pass all the way across the opposite side of the floor. Hero has it here at the left wing. Hero dribbles up under 8 minutes left to go before halftime. The 3 connects with Highsmith. Top of the key, buries it. 3-point game. Bruce in the stream, welcome back in, man. 9 for 18 from 3 by Miami. Celtics 5 for 13, looking to make it 6 as Tatum jacked up the 3, missed it. Battle for the rebound. Jaylen Brown comes down with it. Bodies collide. Brown to the rim. Jaylen, he scores with a left-hand layup. 40-35. And we have a timeout taken to the floor. 7:35 left to go. The Heat burn their second timeout in the night. Celtics just looking a little bit more deeper than the Heat so far in this game right now. They're playing a faster speed. 16 by Tatum in 12 minutes. He's 6 for 9 from the floor. He's made 2 threes tonight for JT. Jaylen Brown doing everything at the rim. Getting downhill to the cup. 8 points on 4 for 6 shooting by Jaylen. Celtics with 6 different scores right now. 6 off the bench with 6 rebounds by Horford. Derek White with 4. Really started off the game strong for White. Hauser with a massive 3. Holiday has a massive 3. And Boston finally started to nail down some shots as of recently. Lucas, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Glad to have you all on the stream tonight. We got over 120 plus. Let's go, everyone. If you're new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. And the Heat hanging in right now, but Boston keeps on delivering, keeps on controlling this game for the time being. The Celtics getting to the rim, downhill, head full of steam, leading leading points in the paint right now in this game, 18-4 in favor of Boston. Points in the paint. Jaylen Brown really setting the tone. He's made 4 made field goals in this game at the rim for Jaylen Brown. Celtics +3 in the glass, 17-14. The Heat staying in because they're 50% from 3, 9 for 18 from the perimeter, though they've started to cool off a little bit recently. They started off 7 for 12, and now they are 2 for 6 on their previous 6 shots from 3, whereas Boston started to pick it up recently. Celtics started off 2 for 8 from 3, and ever since they are 3 for 6 from 3. So right now, just rallying with the crowd right behind them, and Boston's doing a really good job taking care of the basketball. A couple uncharacteristic turnovers early on this game, but right now they only have 3 so far tonight. 6 total turnovers by the Heat. Just looks like the Celtics are like a step faster than Miami tonight. And that run was jolted when Bam Adebayo was on the bench for quite a bit of time getting a breather. That's what you have to do tonight for Boston, is extend leads as much as possible when Adebayo is on the bench. 6 bench points by Miami. Celtics win 9 currently. Horford with 6.6 rebounds off the bench. Hauser made a 3. Tatum's been electric. Tatum's taken over this game. He's got 16 and 12 minutes for Tatum. By far the best player on the floor. So Horford right now is on the bench. We're about to get back to action. Alex, glad to have you back in, man. Good start for Boston right now. Looking to keep it up. We got Horford and Pritchard on the bench at the moment. Just trying to see who's out on the floor right now. Holiday is also on the bench too. And here we go. So I'll get you guys who the 5 are right now on the court. So the Heat will have the basketball left to right. Celtics with their 5 is Hauser, Tatum, Porzingis, White, and Brown. Heat with their 5 on the floor: Jovic, Hero, Martin, Delon Wright, and Bam Adebayo. Porzingis intercepts the pass. That's the 7th turnover of the game committed by the Heat. Hauser sends it off to Brown here. Brown at the TD Garden logo at the right wing, and away from the basketball, there's a foul charge to Miami. This will stop the clock. Celtics looking to extend their 5-point lead. Inbound to Derek White. White's guarded by Jovic. Now switched to guarded by Delon Wright. Sends it off to the left corner. Brown lobs it off. Low block to Porzingis. Porzingis kick out to the left wing. Brown jacks up the 3. Came up short. And bodies crashed on the deck here. And this will be a defensive foul. Picked up charge to Caleb Martin on the loose ball. So Martin and Porzingis colliding. Oh yeah, Martin. That should be looked at. Martin grabbed Porzingis from behind. They locked arms. That was all Martin who instigated it. Brown down low, no good. Bricked at the rim. Another good opportunity. Just couldn't finish right there at the rim as it kicked right back out to him. The Heat, though, came up with a rebound. Jovic receives the bounce pass, top of the key. Jovic dribbles towards his right now at the right baseline. Jovic swings to that left wing. Martin drives downhill on Porzingis. Huge rejection, but it's not clean. It's going to be ruled a blocking foul charge to Porzingis. So Caleb Martin gets clipped here at the rim by Porzingis. Let's see this replay. Ooh, yeah, he was fouled. He was fouled on the arm as Martin got after him at an angle towards the very end. From the initial look, that looked like a clean block, but Porzingis did clip him at the very end. So this will be 2 shots here at the free throw line for Caleb Martin. First one's good. Second shot here by Martin at the line, and that one's good. 3-point game now. 6.5 left to go in the second. Brown crosses the midcourt logo. Jalen finds Tatum. Tatum, the go-to, 16 points in his first 12 minutes of court time tonight. Tatum, guarded by Hero 101. Tatum at the right wing perimeter. Tatum crossover, drives downhill. Tatum soars up at the rim. No good. Flushed in, though, with a two-hand put-back dunk by the big fella. Kristaps Porzingis cleaning it up with a two-hand slam. 5-point lead for Boston. 6 minutes left to go before halftime. That's a big changing game to give all the momentum here in the TD Garden. Martin, crossover, drives on Hauser. Blocked by Hauser. Celtics here with the basketball. Tatum up the floor. Hot tamale behind Derek White. Derek White bobbled it and lost it out of bounds. Couple big-time plays recently. Hauser with that block, and then right before, it was Porzingis who cleaned it up off the Tatum miss. Heat down by 5 with possession. Hero dribbles up, top of the free throw circle. Hero sends it out left wing perimeter. Martin with a 3. Connects on it. 42-40 right now. Caleb Martin trifecta right there from the perimeter. Splashing down the 3 there. 10 for 19 from the outside in this game for the Heat. Celtics is 5 for 15. Their go-to has been points in the paint, though. Tatum. Entry pass down low. Porzingis contacted and fouled. Caleb Martin tried to break it up. He gets called in the loose ball foul there by Martin. Celtics lead points in the paint at this moment, 22-4 in this game. Once we get into halftime, we'll update foul trouble. The foul is starting to ramp up a little bit. One more personal foul for each of these teams, and it'll be bonus time. Inbound to Porzingis. Hand off to Tatum, top of the key. Tatum's got 16 right now, looking to add to it. Tatum, crossover, dribbles up, drives on Jovic to the rim, and that will be a goaltend violation. Tatum gets awarded with a 2. 4-point lead out of Bio, called on the goaltend. I love what Tatum's doing today. He is just attacking, going downhill right at this Heat defense. Usually the Tatum in the past would be settling and taking way too many deep 2 jumpers, but tonight he is going right at the teeth of the defense. 18 points on 7 for 11 shooting by Tatum. Hero at the top of the free throw circle, towards his right around the Adebayo screen, dribbles up. Hero passes outside left wing. Jovic thought about a step back, bounce pass into the hands to Adebayo, though. Adebayo backs his way, bouncing bodies over Porzingis. Tough shot off the follow-away. He drills it, though, for Bam. 44-42 now. We're approaching 4.5 left to go. Tatum, entry pass, deflected by Jovic, intercepted by Hero. He was trying to thread the needle right there to Porzingis underneath the hoop, but couldn't find him. Hero slows it down at the left wing, flings it out on top. Jovic, cross-court feed off to Martin, takes the 3 over. Hauser drills it. And it's a 1-point lead for the Heat, 45-44. Joe Mazzulla has to burn a timeout right now for Boston. 1-point game. The Heat came to play today and make their 3s. 4:17 left to go before halftime. Back and forth, and the Heat are hanging in right now. Tatum's got 18. They got to get other hot hands involved, though. Porzingis, lackluster today with just 2. Tatum does have 2 turnovers. They're trying to get the ball down low to Porzingis, but the Heat's been swarming him, and it's been more of the playmakers that's turned it over. It's not been more so if Porzingis needs to be stronger with the ball. He doesn't even have a chance to catch it because it's getting deflected. So it's not an issue that Porzingis is coming down with a basketball and he needs to be stronger, like a couple of the regular season games this year for Porzingis. But it's been more of trying to get those reads down low off entry passes to Porzingis. But the Heat are doing a really good job swarming him and making sure that he's not getting to the rim constantly. He's catching those passes around the free throw circle, so the Heat have been able to get Porzingis away from being down inside the low post and towards the free throw circle to catch those entry passes for him. Boston just needs other guys to step up. Tatum's taken over. Tatum had an excellent game tonight. 18 points, 15 minutes by Tatum. 7 for 11 shooting. Getting downhill to the rim. Brown's got 8. And then if they can find their stroke, they can turn this around and swing this in their favor here. Also, they still got to defend the 3. I mean, that's what's crushing them right now. The Heat are coming out here and knocking down shots tonight. They're 11 for 20 from the perimeter currently in this game. Caleb Martin, 11 points, 3 for 4 from 3. Jaime Jaquez, 11 points, 2 for 3 from 3. And then 2 threes made each by Jovic and Hero. And then off the bench, Robinson and Highsmith has made a 3. So, just got to tighten up with their perimeter defense. Excellent game, though. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell if you'd like to be notified for future live streams as well. And yeah, the Celtics know it, is that this Heat team is always going to be a challenge. They're not going to lie down. This Heat squad is not the squad that's going to lie down. They're going to be bringing physicality to you, but I mean, Boston cannot be taking them lightly, which the Heat have played well. The Heat have made some tough shots from 3. The Celtics are a tad late closing out. That's the thing. They got to get focused on their perimeter D for them, because they've been doubling the main ball handler a lot, so the Heat have got it away. They're snapping the basketball quickly. 4:17 left to go before halftime. Caleb Martin's got 11 on 3 for 4 from the perimeter. Just can't make him look like he did in the Eastern Conference Finals. That was disastrous. There were a lot of big U's last year on those streams, and hopefully tonight there won't be one. Hopefully we save that for another game in the future, another team, but hopefully not the Celtics here in the playoffs this time. And I could have used it that time as Holiday missed from point-blank range. They go in transition. Adebayo floats up the runner and connects on a 2. 47-44, 12-4 run by the Heat last 2 minutes and 40 seconds. You got to finish at the rim there if you're Drew Holiday. White lobs it off to Porzingis. Porzingis with just 2 points. Backs his way in Jovic, and Porzingis gets fouled. They're bringing the doubles out right now with Porzingis. I mean, Darvin Ham has to be looking at this film. He needs to be showing this film for Darvin Ham, the head coach of the Lakers, and see how Eric Spoelstra doubles the ball handlers. Because the Lakers could definitely use that on Jokic to cut off his dribble in that series. It's what Spoelstra just had his team do right there, bringing along a double whenever Porzingis has it down low to make things difficult for Porzingis. Porzingis will shoot 2 at the free throw line. He got fouled, luckily, for Boston on that double. It's a reach and foul picked up, charge to the Heat. So this is 2 shots to the line. The first one he just made. Second shot is good. 1 point game. Porzingis now up to 4 points. 47-46. Celtics in the bonus. 3:38 left to go. Heat by 1 with possession. Martin crosses the midcourt logo. Martin on the floor with Adebayo, Tyler Hero, Delon Wright. And that is good by Jovic, the 5th player on the floor, as he cashes it home for 2 off the glass. Celtics going quickly right to the rim. Jaylen Brown scores the layup. Been a tone setter tonight for this team. Brown, Tatum, Holiday, White, and Porzingis, the 5 on the floor. Adebayo clears the midcourt line. Sends it off to Jovic here at the left wing. Approaching 3 minutes left to go before halftime. Jovic outside finds Hero. Spots up 4-3, and he cans it. 52-48 for the Heat right now. That's too easy around the perimeter. Somebody's going to get a body down there if you're the Celtics and start to contest those shots. Holiday finally off the pivot down low scores for 2. 2 point game. These threes outweighing the 2s. Martin thinking about pulling the trigger. Jab step at the left wing. Bounce pass gets sent to Adebayo. Dribbles baseline. Soars up right over Porzingis. Gets fouled. Porzingis picks up the personal. 2 shots here coming up at the line by Bam. As Bam had a step past Porzingis. And Porzingis now picks up his second. This is getting intense right now. This Heat team's not backing down. A 14.5-point favorite. 14.5-point favorite for the Celtics tonight. First free throw missed by Adebayo. I mean, this game 2 is really telling. Game 2, you're supposed to come out and move the needle if you're Boston compared to previous years. And if you can't get past this game 2, it might be deja vu all over again that they just get stunned by the Heat year in and year out. And got to be looking at you at Joe Mazzulla. If they do get upset in this series, Tatum, his 3 came up short. Offensive rebound controlled by Brown. Brown at the right wing. Brown drives to the rim with a left hand. Off the glass, no good. A rebound pulled down by Dalen. Right gets fouled by Tatum. A bad foul right there. It sends Dalen right to the free throw line. Off the loose ball foul. A couple really just bad plays here of basketball recently. The Celtics got to get their head into this game right now. Dalen Wright, he was perfect from 3-point range in game 1 of the series. Perfect 5 for 5 today. He's going to shoot 2 at the free throw line here for Dalen Wright. First one is good. That's his first point in the game right now. Horford will check back in on the floor. 4-point lead for the Heat. Porzingis is going to take a seat on the bench. Largest lead of the game, Celtics by 6. Heats currently are tied for their largest lead by 4. Second shots by Dalen Wright is good. 5-point lead, it's the largest lead. And Butler's not playing. He's out for the series. And this makes it even more embarrassing for Boston. White crosses the midcourt logo. White. Torres is right around the perimeter. They just cannot defend perimeter shots today. Here's a 3 taken by Brown. Swoosh! Jaylen Brown splashes the triple. 2-point game now. Minute 45 left to go before halftime. Here's the numbers. Heat, 12 for 21 from the perimeter. Celtics, 6 for 17. A hero drives. Kick out to the corner. Another 3. Dalen Wright. Halfway down. No good. Offensive rebound controlled by Adebayo. Hook shot. No good off the mark. And Holiday saves it at the baseline. Comes out with the basketball. Tatum here has it up the floor. Tatum blow by. Works his way past right. Underneath the hoop. Bounce pass right wing. Brown elevates for the J. And he got it. Jaylen Brown, bang, bang from the wing. We get a Celtics lead. 56-55. Jason Tatum records the assist. Brown's got himself 16. 10 in the quarter. Missed 3 straight away by Martin. Rebound controlled by Boston here. Brown will slow it down. The final minute left to play before halftime. Celtics looking for all the momentum entering halftime. Brown, step back 3 in the air. TD guarded logo. Oh yeah. Bang, bang. Jaylen Brown, laser right from downtown. Celtics by 4. 9-zip run in a 1-minute span. Guess what Brown can do for you? Thank you. Martin, bounce pass into the hands here. Hero gets past White, takes the 3. Hero delivers. It's a 1-point game. 59-58. That's the 13th made 3 of this first half for Miami. Jaylen Brown, the hot hand, keeps on coming. Missed the step back 3 right there, though, as the rebound gets controlled by Miami. 7-second differential, shot clock and game clock to close out the first half. Heat with a possession. Gonna slow it down. Jovic at the edge of the midcourt logo will wait for the game clock to get to 11. It's almost there. And now it is. Jovic dribbles up, drives and Tatum. Jovic, ball got stolen away. Jaylen Brown comes up with a steal. 2-on-1. Up the floor. Brown takes it right to the rim. He scores. Up and then off the backboard. It's good for 2 more by Jaylen. Holiday with a steal. 2 seconds. Kick out. Corner. And it goes out of bounds with .3. A little bit wide right there by Holiday. On a pass sent to Jaylen. 0.3 seconds left to go before halftime for the Heat right now. Inbounds Full court shot comes up short. We close out going to halftime. 61-58. What can Brown do for you? Putting his team in a monster run to enter the halftime tunnel by JB. Jaylen Brown, a big time. 21 points, including the last bucket, a steal and a layup, taking it coast to coast. Catapulting his team right back on top right now to enter half. 21 points in 20 minutes by Brown. Jason Tatum with 18 points in 19 minutes. The Jays showing up in a major way in the first half here currently. 39 out of the 61 between Brown and Tatum tonight in this game. What a game here. And the Heat aren't lying down. They're trying to make this a ball game. Perimeter defense, that needs to be addressed by Joe Mazzulla at halftime, because that was atrocious, that perimeter D. The Heat are hanging in this game because they're shooting 13 for 24 from 3. The Heat's only made 5 twos this entire game. 18 for 36 shooting. 13 for 24 from 3. They're 5 for 12 from 2 in the first half. The Celtics getting to the rim. Usually part of the problem is their heavy reliance upon three-point shots, not making those. I don't have an issue tonight about the Celtics offense. Celtics are getting downhill, getting to the rim. And I really like what I've been seeing specifically from Brown and Tatum going to the rim in this game. 28-10 points in the paint in favor of Boston. For the Celtics tonight, they've attempted 23s. They've attempted 27 twos. They're 8 for 20 from 3, 40%. That's basically just a tad above their season average for Boston. The reason why the Heat's in this game is because they're shooting 54% from 3, and that needs to change right now. Boston has been providing constant doubles around the perimeter, but the Heat's getting that ball out quickly to open shooters. They got guys that can shoot the ball on their team, and it's showing right now. Caleb Martin, 3 made threes. He's got 11. Tyler Hero's made 4 threes. He's actually the top scorer with 12 for the Heat at halftime. All of his shots have been threes for Hero. 4 for 6 from the perimeter. Jaime Jaquez, he's made 2 threes. He's got 11. 3 threes made by Martin with 11. And then 2 threes made by Jovic early on in this game with 8. And off the bench, a 3 each between Robinson and Highsmith. And Brown's got 21. Tatum's got 18. Porzingis really struggling. Hasn't been able to find a stroke. Holiday struggled in the first half as well, finding a rhythm offensively. 5 points by Holiday, 4 by Porzingis. Porzingis is just 1 for 5 going into half. Derek White's got 4. Derek White was excellent in the first, 8 minutes tonight for him. A couple of really big hustle plays early on. Horford's got 6 off the bench. Hauser has 3 off the bench. Pritchard yet to attempt a shot so far off the bench for Pritchard. Has nothing on the board. Jaylen Brown catapulted this team. He had 11 points in the final 2 minutes of the second quarter. That's insane. Jaylen Brown's got all the momentum going down for him here at halftime. 11. He's got more than half of his points in the final 2 minutes of the half. 11 out of the 21. If you're new on the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, or ring the notification bell as well. And thanks all for joining in here, being a part in the stream tonight. I'm hoping to be back tomorrow. It would be the Knicks against Sixers if I'm available tomorrow night at 7:30. I do have quite a bit of prep stuff to get done, though, for Friday. So if not, for some reason, if I'm not available tomorrow night, I do plan on being back on Friday at 8 o'clock covering the Mavs against the Clippers. That's the game on Friday that I plan on covering. And then Celtics will be back. I Hope to cover Celtics Game 3 at the Heat on Saturday at 6. Kind of a random time that they put them up for, but they put them in the Saturday at 6 o'clock time frame. Yeah, a couple random times during the playoffs this year. They have the Bucks and Pacers are playing at 5:30 p.m. on Friday. Yeah, they have a 10:30 game on Friday night between Minnesota and Phoenix. By the time that game tips off, it's probably going to be like more so 10:45, closer to 11. Yeah, it really does not look likely that Butler's going to go for game 3. From what I've heard, it seems like he's going to be out for the series. Yeah, so they get the Cavs and Magic tomorrow at 7, and then Knicks against Philly at 7:30, Nuggets and Lakers at a late game tomorrow at 10. Yeah, so CBS Sports put out a couple days ago that they put out an article, Heat star Jimmy Butler out for entire first-round playoff series against the Celtics per reports. So he sprained his MCL during the first play-in tournament game against the Sixers for him. So this was published 2 days ago. So according to CBS Sports, is that Jimmy Butler's not expected to be back for this entire series. So so Shams Charania, he put out that what he's been hearing is that's a pretty severe MCL sprain. So that's going to be rehab that goes on for at least a month, possibly 2 months. The crazy part about it is that Butler played 3 quarters with that MCL sprain in the play-in game against Philly. And I'll check on the status of Giannis too, because I'm interested in knowing that too. That's been quite a bit up in the air for Giannis's injury. Okay, so his injury was April 9th. The timetable for a calf strain, according to medical experts, to return is around 2 to 4 weeks. So April 9th, the 2-week period would have put him yesterday. So this is looking more like a 4-week period, probably, for him. So he's going to be out anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. Well, the thing is now we're 15 days since Giannis was injured. So we're in that 2-week period. So, yeah, we're in the timetable right now. It all depends on Whether he's going to come out 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, when that will be, that's the question. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he plays on Friday. That's when they play the next game. They got Friday and Sunday for their next 2 games. And then they're going to a Game 5. So Friday, Sunday, and then Game 5 is on Tuesday, April 30th. That Game 5 would put him at 3 weeks by then, since he's gone down. Yeah, he's got 3 fouls right now. I think they're going to be careful with him for Porzingis and put him on the bench to start off the second half. Al Horford's doing really well today for him. Al Horford, he's got 6 points and 6 rebounds. So foul trouble looks like this right now. Porzingis has 3 for Boston for personal fouls. Holiday and Pritchard have 2. And then for the Heat, 2 personal fouls between Martin, Adebayo, and Love currently. Hey, what's good? Adam on the stream. Welcome in. I mean, the Celtics just can't let this Heat team beat them with Jimmy Butler. This would be really embarrassing for a loss here. The Celtics are 38-4 on their home floor this season. You're supposed to be a different team than what you were last year, learning from these mistakes. This is a really good opportunity to go up 2-0 in the series instead of dilly-dallying and having this series stretch on, and then you're having guys that's playing tired and trying to play catch-up throughout the course of the playoffs. This is not good if you lose this game. You want to get on the right foot. Really want to go out there and get on the right foot. Last year they were dilly-dallying around with the Hawks. The Hawks took them to 6. And after that they were playing catch-up. In the rest of the series started to get lesser days than rest than other teams around them, and then they got taken to 7 against Philadelphia, got taken to 7 against the Heat, and lost. Wow, great game for the Red Sox tonight. Thanks for the update, Jeffrey. So 7-0, top of the ninth. That's a quick game. The Red Sox played like an hour, 40-something minute game last week. It's like, I think I heard the fastest game win in like a 30-year span or something like that in baseball for MLB. So glad that the games are going by much faster now. Yeah, I don't think so. Unless Porzingis gets into severe foul trouble, I probably don't think that Tillman's going to get playing time. If the Celtics are able to stretch out their lead, then I think possibly he'll get playing time. But based on the score right now, I think they're going to go more Horford to begin the quarter and see how that goes. Yeah, this will be a bad loss because it gives the Heat all the momentum in that series. That's why right now a couple teams got some big momentum heading towards their home floor, and that's what you cannot afford to have happen if you're Boston. You got to go up 2-0 because if you get momentum going in at home, you got a really good chance for the home team to go up 2-1. So Dallas, they get a good opportunity to go up 2-1 against the Clippers, and also Indiana against Milwaukee. Indiana finally was able to get back to their regular season selves against the Bucks, where they went 4-1 in the regular season, and was able to torch Milwaukee yesterday. So here we go, about to start the third quarter in just a moment. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. And, well, Al Horford actually has a shirt on right now, so I believe Porzingis is going to be out there to start off the third quarter currently. Unless this was like a pre-recorded shot that NBC Sports Boston has. But no, it's not a pre-recorded shot. That's actual B-roll they got right now. The fans finally into the arena. So Porzingis is out there starting off the third quarter. The Celtics 5 on the floor looks like this. Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Kristaps Porzingis, Derek White. There's one more. That should be Tatum. That should be the fifth as the camera pans away from the Celtics side and focuses on the Heat side where they inbound it here. But once I get the fifth, I'll update you guys on it, and it is Tatum. So Tatum's the fifth one on the floor as we begin the third quarter of action. Right to left on the floor, the Heat have already surpassed their season average of 12.5 made threes per game. They had 13 in the first half for Miami. Jaquez on the floor and Martin, Adebayo, Jovic. And that is an offensive foul committed by Jaquez. Jaquez pushes off on Drew Holiday, lowers the left arm extended into Holiday. Holiday takes the charge. It goes back to Boston. Fifth player on the floor with Tyler Hero, Kalen Martin, Nikola Jovic, Jaime Jaquez, Bam Adebayo. That's what the Heat have currently. Porzingis pops up, takes the three. No good. Missed off the rim. Stone cold for Porzingis tonight. 0 for 3 from the perimeter. 1 for 6 shooting from the floor. The Heat came up with a rebound. Adebayo, not a three-point shooter. Moves it out to the top of the key to Martin. Martin bounce pass. Almost missed the mark to Bam. Sends it out left corner. Jovic cans a three. And it's a tie game. 61-61. Nikola Jovic buries his third three in a night. He's got 11 for the rookie. White has possession. Actually, it's a second season in the NBA for Jovic. Time flies. Already one full year through. So he's in his second year for him. Porzingis just missed another jumper. Bricked off the back rim and a 15-foot turnaround shot by Porzingis. The lob gets sent to Adebayo. He backs his way on Brown. Bam. Inside the key. Bam. Up fake. Bam. Took the jumper. Got fouled by Brown. And Bam will shoot two at the free throw line. 61 even right now. Lackluster start for Boston. Really a lackluster start because this Heat team always seems to get better and better throughout the course of games. They rarely choke games for Miami. They know how to get the best of you in the fourth quarter. This is not a good sign. If you're the Celtics, you have to build up a lead and sustain it against this Heat squad because no lead is comfortable. Just look at that 34-point lead that they had on Sunday. The Heat were able to get it right back down to 10. First free throw is good by Adebayo. Get the bounce off the rim, 62-61. I mean, the Celtics right now coming out flat in this third quarter. Second missed free throw by Adebayo. White collects the defensive rebound. White's been silent recently. He was excellent in the first 8 minutes of the game. Lobs it off to Brown. Brown has it at the right wing. Brown dribbles, drives, soars up to the rim. No good, but got fouled. Sandwiched in between two defenders. I believe it will be charged to Hero on the shooting foul, and it will. So Tyler Hero picks up his first personal foul of the night. Nobody's got 3 for the Heat for fouls. Porzingis is the lone player in the game who has 3 fouls. So Jaylen Brown, 21 points. He had 11 points in the final 2 minutes to close out the second quarter. He'll shoot 2, and the first one's good. It's a good sign to see there for Jaylen, because to begin this game, he missed both of the free throws to start off at the line. He's had some issues this season, especially with crunch time free throws for Jaylen. Second shot here by Brown, right down the middle. Celtics take the lead back, 63-62. Hawkins crosses the midcourt logo, receives the handoff back from Hero. Hawkins underneath, got it stripped out of bounds as White stripped Hawkins with it. This will stay Heat basketball. 10:09 left to go here in the third. Inbound gets sent to Hero. Hero off the dribble handoff. Fires the pass outside to Hawkins. Somebody's late to their closeout. Luckily for the Celtics, Hawkins missed it. Jaylen Brown super late to close out on Hawkins. White has it at the top. Lobs it down low off to Brown. Brown underneath over Hero. He scores up and good for 2 more by Jaylen Brown. 3-point advantage for Boston. Just keep on playing downhill at the rim. Jaylen's got 25 right now. Up fake. Hero inside Akeem. Moves it back out to the top to Jovic. Jovic towards his right. It's going to be no call with the referees. They say play on. Joe Mazzulla with his hands up in the air right there as Derek White just flat out got drilled coming around the screen. There was no offensive foul by the referees that leads to a wide open 2 made by the Heat. 1-point game. 9:15 left to go in the third. White sends it down on top over to Tatum. Moves it out to his right to Brown. Brown at the right quarter perimeter. Brown towards his left here at the right wing. Brown draws along a double team. Brown gets it away outside. Porzingis pops up for the 3. Missed poorly and couldn't even hit the rim. It's going to be a shot clock violation. That's too bad because Derek White was right there for the offensive rebound and putback. Everybody for the Heat was outside around the perimeter guarding Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. That Porzingis was the one who attempted the 3 and it hit all glass as the shot clock expired for a shot clock violation. Hero has it here at the edge of the midcourt logo. The Heat's going off from the perimeter. They've made 14 threes, looking for 15. Oh, they do! That's a big U! 67-65. Tyler Hero buries the triple. Way too many threes. 15 threes allowed for the Celtics. Defense. Porzingis sends it off to the corner. Holiday left baseline dribble. Holiday right to the cup. Scores with a left-hand layup. Alberto, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. What a battle here. This should not be as close as the score indicates. Boston leading 32-12 points in the paint. They haven't figured out how to defend a 3-point shot yet. At the corner, Martin takes the 3 over Tatum, and he sinks it. Caleb Martin trifecta gonna be making me sick out here. 70-67 for the Heat, the 16th remain in this game. Tatum, skip pass, broken up, got it back. Tatum guarded by Jovic. Tatum, top of the free throw circle. Tatum draws a double team, gets it away right. Bounce pass left corner. Jaylen Brown with a 3 over the cylinder. Missed it off the mark. It goes right back to the Heat for the rebound. Top of the key, Hero takes the 3 over Brown. No good off the mark. Rebound secured by White. And we're going to have a timeout here taken by the Celtics. Joe Mazzulla going to be talking things over right now for Mazzulla, because we don't want a video being put out there tomorrow saying that Joe Mazzulla is a pile of waste with a coaching atrocity. Do we? 70-67, down to 7:35 left to go in this third. So leaving open shooters, and they continue to do that. And this is looking like deja vu from the 2023 Eastern Conference Finals, where there were open plethora of shooters knocking down threes for the Heat. They still haven't shaken the ghost of Caleb Martin from the past out of their system. Entire starting 5 has got double figures. with 4 out of the 5 starters making multi-threes tonight, at least 2. 15 by Tyler Hero. The ghost of Tyler Hero back in the bubble is still haunting Boston to this day. 15 by Hero on 5 made threes. 14 by Martin on 4 made threes. 11 each by Jovic, Adebayo, and Jaquez. 3 threes made by Jovic. Jaquez has made 2. Luckily for the Celtics, they got Brown and Tatum. Brown's got 25. Tatum's got 18. Just been a stone-cold game tonight for Porzingis. 4 points on 1 for 8 shooting by Porzingis. And 7 by Drew Holiday and 3 for 8 shooting. Derek White, I like to see him attempt more shots. He's only 2 for 3 tonight with 4 points. Really would like to see him get more opportunities to see if he can find his stroke today in this game. Yeah, this is just absolutely embarrassing. You cannot afford a loss right here. If you afford a loss right here, it means that you haven't learned anything in over 10 months. Haven't learned anything going back to the Eastern Conference Finals. Like, why are we trailing right now for the Celtics? How is this team trailing like this without Jimmy Butler? Like, this is just inexcusable. When they swept Brooklyn 2 years ago, they went to the finals in the first round. Last year, they were dilly-dallying with the Hawks in a series that should have been a sweep by a landslide. I mean, you got to start off on the right foot. That's the thing. You can't be dilly-dallying, stretching out the series here, doing little crappy after crappy late. And when it's a close game, your crunch time offense suffers and you can't win. And you realize why you're in a 6 or a 7 game series when you were a 14.5 point underdog going into your game 2 matchup. It's just simply embarrassing. I mean, every single year, blowing right through the competition, but in playoff times, you just, oh man. Honestly, if they keep it up, if the Celtics keep this up, they're looking like the Cowboys of the NBA. If they keep it up, playoff time every single year, just can't get it done. And that cannot be the narrative. Tatum looking to reverse that narrative with a left hand, and he couldn't right there. Missed around the rim and out. That's 2 points away on the board right there. 70-67. The lob deflected out of bounds off of Porzingis. It's going to stay Heat basketball. 7:10 left to go in the third. Celtics perimeter defense, it's going to start here. Locking up the perimeter rest of this game. Jaquez, the inbound passer. He sends it off to Martin into the hands to Adebayo. Hero gets a touch. And then the 5th player to the floor is Jovic. Floater over the top. It's a 2-hand alley-oop jam by Bam. Celtics not back at the rim. It's a 5-point lead. Tied for the largest one of the game by the Heat. 10-2 run by Miami. Hero recorded the assist. Porzingis on the floor with Brown, White, Tatum, and Holiday. It's good in the 3 for Boston. Jaylen Brown keeps it up tonight. He's got 28 right now as he nailed the triple. 2-point game, 6.5 left to go. Michael on the stream, welcome in. Yeah, this is a nail biter right here. Martin, guarded by White. Martin dribbles, drives, floats up the runner over White. No good. That's perfect defense there by Derek White. Celtics with a rebound. Holiday sends it off to Tatum. Tatum at the right wing outside to Holiday. Holiday off the ball fake. Holiday dribbles up, shovels off to Brown. Brown looks to turn the corner. Brown drives inside Jaylen, puts up the shot. No good. Missed off the rim short. Good idea right there. Down by 2 midway through the third. Adebayo working on Porzingis 1-on-1. Hands it off to Hero. Hero sidestep to his left as he left Jaylen Brown out in the clear. And Tyler Hero is able to drill the 3 to put the Heat up by 5 once again. 75-70. Jaylen Brown just slipped in his step there as Tyler Hero is able to beat him completely off the screen. Easy 3. White up fake and White gets fouled. Gonna stop the clock with 5:36. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Seagull, welcome in here, brother. Thanks for joining in, man, the legend of the channel. Man, this is just, oh, man. Way too close for comfort right now. Boston down by 5. Tatum currently getting a breather right now on the bench at the moment. Pritchard into the game. Inbounds off to White. White, Porzingis, Pritchard, Brown, and Holiday. White has it here at the top of the key. Porzingis sets the screen. White dribbles up, drives, floats up the shot, mid-range, came off the rim shorts. They're just not getting into the paint right now. Hero up the floor. Huge collision right there. We're going to have this one called an offensive foul committed in the Heat's backcourt. Wow. Porzingis, you got to be careful, man. Holy smokes. Holding my breath right there. Porzingis just got chopped up by Hero, and luckily for Porzingis, that was an offensive foul by Hero in the backcourt. Inbound for Boston. Pritchard. Bounce pass gets sent to Porzingis. Porzingis double teamed. Up fake. Working on Hero. Took the jumper. Missed off the front rim. No good. A rebound secured here for the Heat. Outlet pass. Martin. Gonna slow it down. And Porzingis just cannot do anything correct tonight here. Hero. Edge of the midcourt logo. Hero double teamed. Hero got his stolen away. Drew Holiday comes out with a steal. Drew transition 3, no good. Skipped around the rim and out on a bounce. Last touch by Brown. Oh man, they had the idea right there. Love the hustle by Drew. Just couldn't cover on the 3. Love that hustle. Active hands. Poked the ball loose from Hero. He was trying to go for the knockout transition play to get the energy back in the building, but couldn't. Well, that's good. Ryan the stream, welcome back in. 0828, welcome in. Just, man, this is just really, really nerve-wracking here for Boston. 3 straight away. The Heat take an 8-point lead. Haywood Highsmith. Oh, that's a big U. 78-70. Celtics in trouble now. Pritchard, right baseline dribble, Pritchard, kick out, corner, Brown, back into the hands to Pritchard. White, lob down low, intercepted by Jovic. Jovic up the floor, finds Martin. Martin, right to the rim, he scores, up in and off the backboard. Joe Mazzulla, you gotta turn a timeout right now. 80-70 as Joe Mazzulla has to burn a timeout. Joe Mazzulla. Timeout taken by Boston. Just a stunner right now. A 14.5 point favorite in this game. And they're being outscored 22-9 in the third quarter. Just another game that Eric Spoelstra simply outcoaches Joe Mazzulla. Way too many 4 shots going up right now. That ball is not moving at all. They're getting stuck. It is not good. 18 by Tyler Hero with 8 assists on 6 for 9 from 3-point range. The next coming of the Splash Brothers is Tyler Hero, Caleb Martin, and Nikola Jovic whenever they play the Boston Celtics in the playoffs. That's what it's turned down to, year in and year out. The next coming of the Splash Brothers. And it only happens every time we get into either April or May. That's when it happens. Just ridiculous. The Nuggets came back down by 20. You got to show something here if you're Boston. And give us your championship identity right now in the next 16 minutes and 10 seconds. Because you can't be lying down like this in this game. A lot of warning signs late in the year for Boston. They got throttled against the Knicks late in the regular season. Went 0-2 against Denver in the regular season. didn't really finish off with the best momentum that they could have for them. And no Jimmy Butler, taking the Heat lightly tonight. Now the Heat catching fire, making threes, and they're getting going. You've got to respond back here if you're Boston. This building looks like it's got the whole energy taken out of it. I mean, how in the world? Like, this is ridiculous. This series, if they keep it up, it's going to be 1-1. I mean, you can't dilly-dally with your opponents. Last year, you should have swept the Hawks in the first round. And couldn't even do that. And when you dilly-dally with opponents, when you go 6 or 7 games, it just makes things more difficult for you when the other teams, like the Knicks, are going to sweep the Sixers, potentially. And then just going to make things very, very difficult for further rounds if you're facing an opponent that's coming off a sweep with a week and a half rest, and you're coming off a Game 7 with just 1 day of rest in between. Siegel with a dono. Thanks so much for the dono there. Legendary. 10-point game. Celtics needing something here. 18-5 run by the Heat last 5.5 minutes. Pritchard on the floor with White, Porzingis, Brown, and Horford. Tatum's currently on the bench at the moment. Brown lost control of basketball. Loose ball, Horford. Oh, it's another big U. He turns it over. Jaylen Brown got stripped of it. Pritchard couldn't keep it alive, and now the Heat win numbers here up the floor. Top of the key, Highsmith. Celtics defense is yet to get set. 3:40 left to go. Dribble, drive, right down the lane inside Martin with a teardrop, looking like the second coming of Trae Young. Scores the 2. 82-70 for the Heat. It keeps on being a big U. 3 minutes and 20 seconds in the scoring drought. Pritchard at the right corner. Pritchard, right baseline dribble on Robinson. Pritchard draws the reach and foul, picked up, charge to Robinson. Just simply embarrassing. You were a 14.5-point favorite. And here comes Tatum right back into the game alongside Hauser. White will take a seat on the bench right here. Caleb Martin looking like prime Klay Thompson out on the floor. And Tyler Hero looking like Steph Curry out there, the forthcoming of the Splash Brothers. Nikola Jovic looking like Jordan Poole, that one playoff run that the Warriors won the championship back in 22. Entry pass down low. Horford underneath. Horford no good. Missed it short. Looking for the foul. Couldn't get one right there. 3 minutes left to go in the third. Martin, handoff. Robinson takes the 3 off the screen. Off the rim, no good. Rebound secured by Pritchard. Pritchard here crosses the midcourt logo. Kick, corner, 3, Hauser. Oh, he hits it. Bang, bang. It's good for the triple by Sam Hauser. Big time right there. Cuts it to 9. 2:40 left to play. Hawkins slows down the tempo. Hawkins is defended one-on-one by Holiday. Hawkins dribbles up to the left elbow. Hawkins spin move on Hauser. Hawkins underneath. Hawkins with a right hand over Hauser. Missed off the backroom. No good. Rebound secured by Tatum. Tatum here up the floor. He's defended by Martin. Tatum dribbles, drives. Huge collision. It's going to be a blocking foul. Tatum going to shoot 2 coming up in the free throw line as they commit the foul. Picked up charge to, believe it's Robinson underneath for the Heat who committed the foul. Let's see, Tatum off the drive. Or it's Jovic. Jovic, number 5, who picks it up, not 55. So Jovic is the one who picks up the shooting foul. Tatum lucky right there, that wasn't offensive. 2:20 left to play. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well on the channel. This one's intense here. First free throw is good. Justin, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in, man. Tatum buries the free throw. Caleb Martin heads towards the bench, same as Nikola Jovic. Bam Adebayo back on the floor right now. Second shot by Tatum, right down the middle. 7-point game. 2:20 left to go. Got to show me something. Channel your inner Denver Nuggets from a couple nights ago. To come on back, down by 20, beat the Lakers. Hawkes is on the floor with Robinson, Adebayo, Highsmith, and Daylon Wright. Kick out to the left corner to Adebayo. We have a reach and follow picked up charge to Boston. It's going to be on Pritchard here as the clock will stop. So 2:08 left to play. Hauser is on the floor with Pritchard, Holiday, Tatum, and Horford. Right now at the moment, 2:08 left to go. Inbound gets sent to Daylon Wright, former Piston. Puts the ball into the hands here to Jaquez. Jaquez 5 in the shot clock. Jaquez dribbles, drives inside the key. Jaquez no good off the glass. Tatum soars up, collects the defensive rebound. Celtics here have it up the floor. Holiday shovels out to the wing. Horford moves it out right corner. Pritchard tries to get towards his left around the screen. Horford pass off to the cutter. Watch out! Jason Tatum downhill to the rim, cuts, and he dunks it through off the trail with a two-handed flush. What an assist right there by Al Horford. 7-zip run the last minute and 20 seconds by the Celtics. Huge slam dunk by JT downhill to the rim with a head full of steam. As we see here in the replay, Horford passes off to Tatum, cuts the hoop, and cashes it in with a two-handed slam, a jammer. (82-77). 1:31 left to go. We're going to enter a timeout here. We are going to head to a timeout. It was a quick foul picked up, charged to Drew Holiday, reaching in on the floor as the Heat took it quickly up the court. So that's where we stop right now at the moment. 5-point lead for the Heat. 1:31 left to play in the third quarter. The Jays tonight are taking over this game. Jason Tatum up to 22. 8 for 14 shooting tonight. Jaylen Brown had 11 points in a 2-minute span before halftime. He's got 28 for Jaylen. Those are the only two hot hands tonight where they had 6 guys in double figures in game 1. They're missing the mark on that tonight. Porzingis is having a really rough night. Porzingis is a -29 and plus-minus. Jason Tatum's a +11 and Drew Holiday's a +15. This is all over the place. You got some guys that's way up on the pluses with +15 by Drew Holiday, +11 Tatum, +10 Sam Hauser. You got other guys that's big-time negatives tonight. Porzingis a -29, -22 for Derek White, who was at the top of the NBA this season in plus-minus for plus. And Jaylen Brown, -19, though he scored 28 in this game. So we get back to action here. 5-point lead, Heat with the inbound. Both teams with 4 personal fouls. 1:25 left to go in the third. Adebayo backs his way into Horford. Horford on the floor currently at the moment in place of Porzingis. Horford blocks the turnaround shot by Bam. Here goes Tatum. Head full of steam up the floor by Tatum. He works on Robinson. Tatum, jumper, step back deep, 2 off the rim, no good. Good opportunity right there, but couldn't convert on it, though. Down to the final minute left to play in the third. Right. Hand off to Robinson. Robinson's defended by Hauser at the left wing. Robinson dribbles towards his right. Takes the 3 straight away. Duncan Robinson drills the 3. 85-77. Things still haven't changed from the bubble in Disney World. 19th made 3 of the game for the Heat as Holiday crosses the midcourt logo. Holiday, top of the key, working on Daylon Wright. Now switched guarded by Robinson at the left wing. Holiday, crossover. Towards his right, bounce pass, receives it is Tatum. Tatum gets right past Robinson, straight to the cup, and he throws it down with a right-handed flush. Tomahawk right there by Tatum. 6-point game. 24 tonight by JT. Heat with possession. Robinson pushes it out left corner. Wright takes it inside a key. We got an offensive foul. Duncan Robinson pushes off down to 25.6 seconds left to go. It will go back to the Celtics. Robinson flings down Tatum. It's away from the basketball. He did not need to do that if you're Duncan Robinson, as he has to substitute out of the game right now. Celtics with possession. 20 seconds left to go. Holiday crosses the midcourt logo. Going to be a battle to the finish here. And for the Celtics, this one should not be as close as it was estimated tonight. Holiday Looking to pass it. Lobs it off to Tatum. Tatum at the right wing. 1 second differential. Shot clock and game clock. Tatum pivot. Tatum down low. Tatum, no call, but the referees. Adebayo came up with a rebound and dribbles out the clock. 85-79 at the end of the third quarter. Tatum wanting a foul. Gotta keep it alive there. If you're Jason Tatum, gotta keep your head up and not complain about the call. Can't complain about the call. Every single point matters in this game. And luckily for him, there was no technical at the end of the quarters. We close out at the end of the third. 85-79. The ghost for the past always haunting the Celtics when they match up against the Heat. It's just got to be ridiculous right now. Like, this should be a different team. This should be an absolutely different team for Boston, and you cannot come out soft. The Heat, the Knicks, those two teams are blue-collar basketball teams that will destroy you if you don't play physical. And doesn't matter who they're missing. I mean, you got guys that can make shots wide open like that on target range. You can pick off guys from the YMCA gym league and take those shots and make those shots. You can have guys that you can pick up on the side of the street, homeless dudes next to the river. They can make those shots as well. That's how wide open they were from the perimeter in this game. It's got to the point where Caleb Martin, Tyler Hero, and Nikola Jovic are starting to be the next forthcoming of the Splash Brothers against the Celtics here. That's what it looks like. It's that bad for the Celtics perimeter defense. 6 made threes by Tyler Hero, 18 points for him. 18 points by Caleb Martin with 4 made threes. 13 by Adebayo, 11 by Jovic making 3 threes, 11 by Hawkes making 2 threes. Celtics led by a duo. Jaylen Brown's got 28, Tatum's got 24, and a really, really poor game displayed by Porzingis today on 1 for 4 shooting, 0 for 4 from 3, 3 personal fouls with a minus 29. And Porzingis having a rough outing tonight out there. Drew Holiday, tough game for him offensively, just 7 points. Derek White's only attempted 4 shots. He's got 4. Still, you got 12 minutes left to go. Crunch time offense. You got to learn. You're able to overcome KD 2 years ago. Jason Tatum on the game winner in Game 1 against Brooklyn. Nobody wanted to play Brooklyn that year. The Celtics swept Brooklyn. They had KD seeing double. Well, here's an opportunity right now. You want to go up 2-0 in a series, crunch time offense. Your lack of crunch time offense here for Boston, you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it in a home playoff game here in Game 2 in order to win this one. It's gonna come down to the final whistle. That's for sure. Final double zeros on the clock today. It's gonna come down to that final possession. And you're going to have to learn crunch time offense. Jason Tatum, we go back earlier in this game, end of the fourth quarter. He drew the foul, attacking inside the paint instead of jacking him up deep two. Went to the free throw line, made both of those free throws. Those are 2 big points on the board. Instead of the score being 85-77, it's 85-79 right now. Tatum, jumper, no good. Inside the key too long. Rebound secured by Miami. I believe so. For the next game tomorrow. I do have some work that I have to get done, but I hope to do it if I'm around tomorrow. Adebayo, handoff Robinson. Robinson at the left wing got swung by Tatum, and Tatum picks up the reach and foul here. So 11:28 left to go as the clock will stop. Tatum picks up his... That's his first. Okay, so that's his first for Tatum. Yeah, what a story about Duncan Robinson. He played in the NESCAC when he started off his collegiate career at Williams. Now, I do a lot of announcing. The NESCAC's got some really good men's basketball programs out there. Williams in the Berkshires, in the top corner of the state of Massachusetts, one of the premier programs when it comes down to men's basketball. I know Tufts has got a really good program as well. Missed three that time by Robinson off the back rim. Holiday, 11 minutes left to go. Holiday drives inside the paint, lost control of the basketball. It's a turnover. Just a hot tamale right there for Holiday. Couldn't squeeze it. He tried to drive inside. 6-point game right now. 13 turnovers for the Heat. That's now 10 for Boston. Daylon Wright stopped his dribble. Going to have to pass it to somebody. He does off to Highsmith. Back to White. White lobs it off to Adebayo at the elbow. Shovels off to Hero. Hero took the jumper. Missed rim short. Rebound secure by Boston. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here. Holiday. Hand off Tatum. Tatum up fake at the left wing. Looking to put this game within 3 or 4. Tatum leaner. Tatum gets fouled. And that's going to be charged to Daylon Wright. The clock will stop with 10:29. If you're just joining in, welcome in everybody onto the stream here. We got a Jungle Pitbull. Welcome in Alfredo. Jebby, Mario, Kevin, welcome on board everybody tonight for this one. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win this one here, Celtics or Heat. And Tatum missed the first free throw. This is atrocious. Missing free throws, points coming off the board. They're 9 for 14 at the free throw line. 64% on free throws. Tatum, oh, he bricked them both. That's a big U. 0 for 2 that stretch at the free throw line. Tatum missed them both. 10:25 left to go. Hero slows it down towards his left around the perimeter. Hero's defended by Hauser 101. Hero dribbles up, drives, kick out, quarter, up fake. Daylon Wright open three. He hits it. Daylon Wright, a former Detroit Piston, delivers on the three over the despicable, atrocious Boston perimeter defense coached by Joe Mazzulla. And Holiday goes down low. Lucky he didn't get called in the offensive foul there as he scores the 2 inside the low post. 7-point game. 38-18 points in the paint in favor of the Celtics, but it's not going to matter when you allow the Heat to shoot 20 for 37 from three-point range. The Celtics, 10 for 27 from three. Hero, straightaway three, looking like Steph Curry in this game. Missed it off the back rim. Rebound secured here by the Celtics. Pritchard at the right wing. It's Pritchard, Tatum, Hauser, Horford, and Holiday. That's the 5 on the floor. Pritchard has it here at the right wing. Sends it on top off to Hauser. Moves it out to the left wing. Here's a 3. Holiday pinwheeled around the rim. No good. Rebound secured here by Daylon Wright for Miami. 7-point lead. Wright with the basketball. Wright at the right ring. Wright takes the 3 over Hauser. No good. Just missing the mark right there. He had a pretty clean look at it, though. Pritchard takes up the floor. Somebody's going to have to get to the rim. We'll see what they do right here. Tatum standing with the basketball at the top of the key. Looking for a screen to be set. Now he's guarded by Robinson. Picks off the flare screen. Here's a 3. Hauser. No good. He bricked the 3. Rebound secured now for Miami. 8:45 left to go. The Heat cross the midcourt logo. Hero attacks. Downhill to the paint. Pritchard commits the reach-in foul. So that will stop the clock now. 8:39 left to go. Second personal foul this quarter. Charged to Boston. 1 for the Heat for personal fouls in the fourth quarter. This is embarrassing. Just stuck in a rut. Stuck in a rut during mud season right now for the Boston Celtics. Jaylen Brown checks back onto the floor. So Brown is back into the game currently. Trailing by 7 for Boston. Inbound goes to Daylon Wright. Wright bounce pass over to Highsmith. Lobs it off to Adebayo. Adebayo, jumper, mid-range, over. Horford drills the 2. 90-81. And a timeout taken on the floor here for Boston. Joe Mazzulla just simply ain't figuring it out tonight. Coaching. What do these 3 coaches have in common? Darvin Ham, Frank Vogel, Joe Mazzulla, first round exits. That's what it's looking like right now for Boston. This is sad. Like, Joe Mazzulla is on a tier with Darvin Ham and Frank Vogel. That's pretty sad. I did not think it'd be that bad. Got to get their heads back in the game because the curse, it just looked like they're cursed against the Heat. Every single year, first round, besides the time they swept the Nets, dilly-dally with their opponent. Went to 6 games last year against the Hawks. Dilly-dallying here. And Joe Mazzulla is going to get beat by Spoelstra once again if it keeps it up. That's why I don't care about all the wins that happened this year. 64-18. I mean, heck, I could be a 46-win team going to the playoffs because it starts in mid-April. Now, I don't care that the Celtics won 60-some-odd games, 64. I'll take 52 wins, 50 wins, 46. Whatever's good enough to get you in any day. Anybody has a fair chance of winning. And this is just a sad performance tonight. It's a home game. If you drop this one, it's 1-1. The Heat have all the momentum entering Saturday for Game 3 on the Heat's home floor. And then after that, it's games every other day. This year was Sunday to Wednesday. After Saturday, it's boom, 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 boom. 1 day of rest in between. Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, series wrapped up. I mean, if you're not figuring it out right now, in the span that we have between Sunday and Wednesday, definitely not going to figure it out in a 1 day span right now. That's just simply coaching. It's going to be Darvin Ham, Frank Vogel, Joe Mazzulla, 1, 2, 3 in order, knocked out in the playoffs. If it keeps up here. Look at that, you, Joe Mazzulla. $90-81. Be nice to see if this crowd can start to show some life back into this team. Jaylen Brown, 28 points. Went on an 11-point spurt in the final 2 minutes to close out and go into halftime. What's good, Riley? Welcome in, man. It's just so disappointing. 8:23 left to go. Celtics find themselves down by 9. Derek White will be the inbound passer in the backcourt. He has been silent tonight with just 4. Just 2 for 4 shooting, playing 27 minutes. Inbound goes to Horford. White, Horford, Holiday, Tatum, and Brown. That's the 5 currently in the court for Boston. White at the right wing perimeter. He's defended by Hero 101. White towards his left, switched, guarded by Robinson. White gives it off to Brown, turns the corner, drives right to the rim, and he scores with a right-handed flush for the jam. Jaylen anticipated the pass, had the pass sent directly to him, did all the work, split the defense, 30. On the point board now for Jaylen Brown for his total tonight. 7-point game. That's huge, able to get the crowd right into it. Martin, bounce pass over to Adebayo. Adebayo working on Horford. Backs his way inside the key. Bam, jumper, mid-range. Rainbow drills the 2. 92-83. That's some tough defense there by Horford, but an even better shot connected by Bam. Brown has it at the left wing perimeter. Brown's defended by Highsmith. Bounce pass gets sent over to Holiday. Holiday towards his right, almost stumbled off the dribble. Sends it off to Brown. Brown dribbles up, low block, jumper over Hero. Missed off the rim, no good. Rebound secured by Miami. Heat with possession. Hero, Robinson, Highsmith, Adebayo, and Martin. The 5 on the floor. Goes out to the wing. Here's a 3 taken by Robinson off balance. No good. Missed over White. Rebound secured by Tatum. Tatum here. Down by 9 for the Celtics. Tatum dribbles, drives, kick out to the wing. Derek White takes the 3. Right down the shoot. Delivers. Bang, bang. It is good for the triple by Derek White. Good driving kick right there by Tatum. 6-point game. 6:50 left to go. Handoff gets sent to Hero. Hero at the top of the key working on Tatum 101. Hero Off the screen set by Adebayo. Dribbles towards his right, guarded by Horford. Bounce pass gets sent to Bam. Jumper. Free throw circle. Bam off the pick and roll. Drills another two. Horford playing drop coverage right there. Couldn't get enough up to force Bam Adebayo to take a tougher shot. White leaner inside. He got it on a teardrop. It's good. Derek White and one. Coming up at the free throw line for Boston. Derek White absorbs the contact from Duncan Robinson. Tail end of the play and one. White's up to 9 right now. He has been major last couple minutes. I said coming into the last timeout that he needed to be much more aggressive. Just 4 points in a 28-minute clip for him in this game on only 2 for 4 shooting. He has turned it up here for Derek White, starting to become aggressive and making his shots. The free throw is good. 3-point play complete. 94-89. Celtics right back in this one. Gotta start to clamp down on Adebayo, though, as they're working that pick-and-roll offense in the fourth quarter like they did on Super Bowl Sunday. At the right wing, Hero. Towards his left off the Bam. Roll down. That time he gets covered by Porzingis. Here's a 3 taken, and they made it. Haywood Highsmith delivers on the 3. 97-89. It's a critical 3 right there. Boston tries to drive downhill to the rim. There goes Jaylen Brown. He scores for 2. 32 here for Jaylen tonight. 6-point game. Under 6 minutes left to go, past the midway mark of the third. If you're new in the past the midway mark of the fourth, if you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Hero, kick out, wing, 3. Jaime Jaquez drills it. Nobody playing defense tonight for the Celtics. Perimeter D, it's 100-91. White at the right wing sends it off to Tatum. A poor display of perimeter D. Off to Brown. Brown up fake at the elbow. Brown bounce pass. Off to Holiday. Lob gets sent to Brown. Somebody make a cut here. Backdoor or something. Brown. Jumper. Mid-range. Brown. And on the follow away. Got the J. Not going to count it. The clock stops. 5:13 left to go. And the inbound gets coughed up by Boston. Heat with a basketball. 5 minutes left to go, approaching the mark. Hero gets poked in the eye. And that's the third personal foul committed by Boston. That's charged to Derek White reaching in as he poked Hero in the eye. 5:03 left. Man, what a disappointment. What a disappointment. Just gotta be prepared. Just not prepared tonight. A home game where you gone 38-4 at home entering tonight's game. We're going to take a timeout on the floor right now. 100-91, down to 5:03 left to play. The Heat will burn a timeout. The Heat are down to 4 timeouts left. Celtics with 2. Man, what a disappointment. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell if you'd like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. I'm planning on being back tomorrow, most likely, covering Sixers against Knicks. All depends on the stuff that I have to do, if I can finish it up in time or not. If not, it will be on Friday between the Mavs and the Clippers. Yep, Joe cannot coach. I really don't care about the 64 wins. I mean, it's just a shame. Joe Mazzulla is he's kind of in that coaching tier with guys like John Shire and Monty Williams, and along with Frank Vogel and Darvin Ham. I mean, that's where it's just bad. Trailing by 9, 5 minutes left. This is not a good sign for Boston right here. We've seen them all throughout the course of the season be in games like these, and they just haven't been able to get, but still going to close out the game. That's the thing. Hey, appreciate it, Tori. Thanks so much for joining in. I mean, this series is far from over. That's the thing, but I mean, you couldn't let the Heat take this game because they're going into Saturday with all the momentum in Miami with a tie series, knowing that they can beat the Celtics minus Jimmy Butler. I forgot to add Doc Rivers to that list as well. Yeah. $100-91. Just the offense just hasn't been able to click at all in the second half. They have 30 total points right now in half two. It's a 9-point game. It seems more like it's like a 16 or a 7-point game, or a 16 or a 17-point game, honestly, because the Celtics just can't make their shots. So we're going to get back to action. 5:03 left to go. The Heat will get the inbound. Martin is on the floor with Highsmith, Jaquez, Hero, and Adebayo. Celtics with their 5. White, Holiday, Brown, Porzingis, and Tatum. Inbound goes to Jaquez. Jaquez, edge in the midcourt logo, sends it off to Hero. Hero's guarded by White 1-on-1. 5 of the shot clock. Hero, pass outside. Martin, crossover. Martin takes the 3 over Porzingis. Porzingis with a big-time block right there. Celtics come up with the ball. Boston has it. Top of the key. Brown sends it off to the right wing. Holiday lobs it off to Porzingis. Porzingis on a mismatch, working on Martin. Outside finds Holiday. Back to Porzingis. Couldn't handle it as he couldn't squeeze it, and it gets deflected and intercepted. Wasted possession there, down to 4.5 left to go. Time's ticking off the clock. Martin. No look pass, right corner, Highsmith. Down low, it's going to be a foul picked up, charge to Derek White going down underneath. That's now number 4, charge to Boston. Wow. I don't know about that one right there. Bam Adebayo looking like he got away with something there, but the Heat will get the inbound back. 100-91, top of the key, 4:15 left to go for the Heat. Bounce pass off the roll down. Bam Adebayo does it once again. He scores up and through. It's good for 2. Simple pick and roll offense because you play stupid drop coverage for Boston. You haven't learned a single damn thing since Super Bowl Sunday, have you, for the Celtics? No, you beat the Heat by single digits that game without Jimmy Butler. You're going to lose this game by single digits without Jimmy Butler. Corner 3 is good by Derek White. 102-94. 3:40 and under left to play. Gotta learn how to defend the pick and roll. Adebayo at the right elbow. Watch out for Hero to be involved once again. Instead, Bam dribbles up, took the jumper, no good. Missed off the back rim, rebound secured by Brown. Brown crosses the midcourt logo. Brown at the right wing, sends it on top. Porzingis into the hands to Tatum. Tatum at the top of the key. Tatum dribbles, drives inside, and he gets fouled. And the clock will stop with 3:16. You're lucky right there defensively for Porzingis that Adebayo missed the previous shot because, dude, why are you backpedaling inside the key with Porzingis? You got to be stronger with your body and limit Adebayo to stay put and take that shot more for a mid-range instead of getting right to the rim. That's the thing. I mean, Adebayo is getting what he wants inside the key because the Boston Celtics is backpedaling off of drop coverage. You got to get up on the ball handler. First shot is good at the line by Tatum. 3:16 left to go. If you're new on the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like. Second free throw is good. 5-point game. Celtics making things interesting. Or 6-point game right now. Celtics making things interesting right here, right now. 102-96, pass deflected. Jaylen Brown trying to track that one down, but the Heat were able to get a timeout. It went off of Jaylen Brown on the bounce. So the Heat burn a timeout right here. 3 timeouts remaining for Miami, 2 by Boston. 102-96. Every single playoffs, every single year, they cram and cram and cram for the final exam. And then it's either they win or they lose. That's what this Celtics team is. I mean, you're so dominant, you're blowing out teams all throughout the course of the regular season by 20 plus, but in the playoffs, they cram and cram and cram and cram, and usually during crunch time games, it results in an L for the most part. (102-96). Miami up this entire game, and usually not the team to choke games away like these. The Celtics are right in it. 102-96 right now. Boston is in it. Going to come down to pick and roll offense for the Heat. If the Celtics are making their perimeter adjustments and closing out on the shooters, then you got to watch out for the pick and roll off the roll down. You got Bam Adebayo who's able to get into the mid-range, and that's where he's able to find the spots. Multiple times able to see that throughout the course of the meetings. 3:15 left to go as we're about to get ready to go back to action. Heat with the inbound. Miami basketball with 3:15 left. They cross the midcourt logo in Martin. Martin's pressured by White. Martin at the edge of the midcourt logo sends it off to Hero at the right wing. Hero towards his left. Sends it off to Martin with a 3, and he sinks it. Caleb Martin trifecta, looking like Steph Curry out tonight on the floor. Under 3 left to go. Top of the key, Tatum. Tatum working on Hawkes 101. Tatum backs his way in Jaime. Tatum inside, swarmed. Tatum up and no good. Missed off the rim. Tatum left it short. Miami collects the defensive rebound. Martin slows it down. Puts the ball into the hands to Hero. Hero gonna slow down tempo. 2.5 left to go. Hero dribbles up. Drives downhill. Hero to the rim over Porzingis. And he scores for 2 on a teardrop to make the score. An 11-point game. What a big U tonight for Boston. No Jimmy Butler, a 14.5-point favorite, and these dudes looking like the Splash Brothers all over the place. Out of bounds down the far side of the floor. It will, I believe, stay Boston basketball. Yeah, I think they're going to go in for a coaching change in the offseason. Because Joe Mazzulla, he's in that same tier with Monty Williams, Frank Vogel, Darvin Ham. They're all in the same tier together. Jumper, mid-range, no good. Off the mark, Steve Nash, Jock Vaughn. All in that same tier, basically. Jason Kidd. Doc Rivers. $157 left to go. Porzingis going to shoot 2 at the line as he got fouled on the jumper. First one's good. This is just absolutely a shame tonight. You go into this game with a 38-4 record, and this is what the home fans get treated to. I mean, this is just sad. I mean, Joe Mazzulla needs to go out overseas and be the head coach of Gershon Yabusele's team. Under 2 left to go. Jaime Hawkes takes it past the midcourt logo, puts the ball into the hands to Hero. Hero's defended by Brown, 1-on-1 around the perimeter. Hero, 10 on the shot clock. Hero's guarded by Holiday around the outside. One shot would basically be the dagger tonight. Hero finds an opening, bricked off the back rim, but Adebayo collects the offensive rebound with a new 14. Minute and a half left to go. Down by 9 for the Celtics. This is looking bleak with that offensive rebound. Hawkes drives downhill underneath. Hawkes, and he gets pushed underneath and fouled in there. One shy away from the bonus. No, they called it jump ball. Yeah, they called it jump ball with the referees. Looked like they had Porzingis in the push there. They said tie up, so this will be a jump ball. So Holiday and Hawkes. So both Holiday and Porzingis were right next to Hawkes. Brown came up with a jump ball. Brown attacked downhill, got tripped up and fouled. So in the bonus now, we're down to 1:17 left to go. My clock's a little bit fast. 1:17 left. Bonus time for Boston. That looked like a push from behind. They got really lucky right there. 1:17 left. Jaylen Brown at the free throw line shooting 2 in the bonus. Celtics with 4 fouls. Next time around, the Heat will be in the bonus if they pick up a 5th. First one's good by Brown. Yep, 64 wins doesn't mean anything. It means the same thing as the Bruins as of last year. That was god-awful. I mean, doesn't mean anything. Jaylen Brown couldn't even make the second free throw. Around the rim and out, missed by Brown. Rebound control by Hawkes. In the backcourt for the Heat. Hero swings it off to Martin, crosses the midcourt line. As we are down to under 1:10 left to play. Caleb Martin looking like the next coming of Steph Curry against the Celtics defense tonight. Adebayo swings it outside for the dagger with a 3. Missed off the mark. No good by Hawkes. That would have sent it over for sure. Celtics have to be urgent. 50 seconds left. Here's a leaner. Missed off the mark. No good by White. Jaylen Brown flung it up in the air. Intercepted by Highsmith. The Heat out of the pack come up with it. And Tatum has to pick up a foul in transition. This will send Hero to shoot 2 at the free throw line. God-awful, embarrassing game tonight by Boston as they're about to lose. And the Heat will even it up at 1 apiece entering Saturday's night. The game on Saturday night. The fans head out towards Causeway Street right now with 41.8 seconds left to go. And what a joke. 64-18, losing to 46-36 without their star player. The first free throw is good. Big U for the Celtics for this one. The Heat have all the momentum entering Saturday. Celtics looking like the Bucks from last year. They're looking like the Bucks from last year, and Joe Mazzulla is going to have to be gone at the end of this year. Second free throw is good. 109-99. Inbound here for Boston. Tatum at the top. Drives downhill. 35 seconds to the rim. Scores the layup. 109-101. 35.6 seconds left to go, and Joe Mazzulla will take a timeout. Oh, man, what an atrocity. I cannot wait to see all the videos out about Joe Mazzulla tomorrow, how he is just a human walking piece of waste as a head coach, right next to the Doc Rivers videos. Oh, man. Miami tonight, 23 for 43 from three-point range. Tyler Hero, 22 points, 14 assists for Hero, making 6 threes. 21 points by Caleb Martin. He made 5 threes. Adebayo's got 21 with 10 rebounds. 14 by Hawkes, making 3 threes. Nikola Jovic had 11 points with 3 threes and 6 assists. Entire starting 5 scored in double figures. They were 14.5-point underdogs tonight for the Heat. 33 by Brown, 28 by Tatum. White had 13. Just a terrible game by Porzingis. Terrible. 6 points, 1 for 9 shooting, 0 for 4 from 3 for Porzingis tonight. Holiday at just 9. And only 6 each between Hauser and Horford off the bench. These guys really going to need a reset before the next game. Inbound goes to a Hero. Hero gets fouled in the bonus with 33.6, and Hero will shoot 2 at the free throw line. So Saturday's game is at 6 that they play at. Disappointing. First free throws go by Hero. Second shot is good. Yeah, Joe's going to be done. I thought so last year. Jaylen Brown, 3, up the floor quickly, no good, missed off the mark. Martin controls the defensive rebounds. Celtics got to learn how to defend the perimeter shot in this game. 23 made threes for the Heat. Celtics went 12 for 32 from the perimeter. Miami 53.5% at 23 for 43. And the Heat will dribble out the clock as we have an even series. 111-101. 1.6 seconds left to go. And this game goes final. Miami picks up a win at Boston. We have an even series. 64 wins by Boston in the regular season. And we got an even series here. They were a 14.5 point favorite coming into this game. This is just flat out sad for the Celtics. Just simply embarrassing. Jimmy Butler not playing due to injury. And the Celtics lose by 10. Goodness. Next game will be on Saturday for the Celtics. I plan on covering that one at 6. I'll probably be back tomorrow if I'm able to. I got some stuff I got to work on, though, for tomorrow. So if I do stream tomorrow, it will be the Knicks against the Sixers at 7:30. If not, it will be Friday between the Mavs and the Clippers. So I'm not entirely sure just yet. I'm aiming for tomorrow, though, if I'm able to get a lot of my stuff done in time. But wow, this is just unfortunate. Porzingis tonight was a no-show. Caleb Martin, Tyler Hero, these guys looking like Stephen Clay today. Just, they going to need a fast reset because things can really spiral downhill in a hurry for them. And really need a bounce back effort coming up on Saturday for Boston because this is concerning. Nothing has changed. And, I mean, you go up 2-0 in this series. There's a lot of positives there if you're Boston. A lot of things changed because in the regular season, it looked like a lot of stuff had for the Celtics this year, acquiring Porzingis and Holiday. Just a really, really bad day for the Celtics here. Porzingis just, 1 for 9 from the floor for Porzingis. Having a really just tough game. 6 points in 30 minutes tonight by Porzingis. Seemed like in the regular season that everything changed, but towards the late stretch of the season, you could tell there was something that was worrisome there, that they were coasting final couple weeks after they secured a 1 seed in the East. They still had to play for the 1 seed in the NBA, but I mean, it's not really going to mean much if this keeps up right here. So you got to take it one game at a time, and you really got to dig into film right now if you're the Celtics, because this is it. I mean, this is the only 2 days of rest that you'll ever have in the playoffs until the finals, if you even get there. So you got to be able to make these adjustments fast, because if you're not making the adjustments from Sunday to Monday when you have Sunday to Wednesday, when you have Monday and Tuesday off completely, with just practices during the day, then it's going to be tough once next week starts to make the adjustments when you're playing every other day starting next week. So next game will be on Saturday. After that, they go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday to close out the series. And it's going to be every other day. So you only got one day there, Joe Mazzulla, to prepare your team instead of the regular 2, which you had for the game in between right now in the next one here. So yeah, I'm hoping, Charlize, I really do hope so. Just hoping that was an anomaly and that they'll get back on track and bounce back. They usually do. I think last year they bounced back in every single game for Boston. Or there was a series for the Celtics that they bounced back. It wasn't the one against the Heat. They were down 3-0 last year, before they evened it up 3-3 and they couldn't come back. They were gassed. This is concerning here for Boston, because you're gonna look around the league. You got other teams that's probably gonna sweep their opponents. The Knicks could very well sweep Philly. The Knicks are gonna be ahead of the 8 ball. Cleveland may very well sweep Orlando. Cleveland's gonna be ahead of the 8 ball, and if the Celtics get out of the series, and they say they play a 7-game series against the Heat, then the Cavs, if they only play 4, they'll have like a week and a half of rest, and the Cavs will have the full momentum and all the advantage going into the Eastern Conference semis. If the Celtics did what they did against the Hawks last year, dilly-dally, that one went to 6. They're doing it once again. Just haven't been able to learn from their mistakes here, and this goes to show that the winner of the NBA championship, most likely after 2 games, is going to come out of the West, unless the Celtics start to prove to me that was an anomaly and that they can pick up a win here throughout the rest of the way. Just keep on winning games and win in 5, because once you're playing 6 and 7 game series matchups, then you start to add on the extra games, you start to add on the extra minutes. There might be injuries in there too, and then your players aren't getting rest, and then you might be facing another team, say like Cleveland, and they might be coming out of a clean sweep against the Magic, winning in 4 games, and then the Knicks might be coming out of a clean sweep, only playing 4 games in their series against Philadelphia, heading on to play the Milwaukee, Indiana winner. So, and it's just not good. They're behind in the 8 ball than what was expected for Boston, and now they're going to have to get back on track, because this is not looking like a good start for the Celtics here. It's a long playoffs. The playoffs are a marathon. You got to take it a game at a time, but really need some big-time adjustments here, and it starts out by the perimeter defense. 23 for 43 defending the 3 ball. Thanks all for joining in, being a part here in the stream for this one tonight. Really, really disappointing game for Boston. Just, man, it's just sad. The ghost of the Heat keeps on haunting them. Just can't seem to get through this opponent every single year, being Miami. No matter who's on the floor, it could be an entirely different lineup with a bunch of players being brought up from the G League, and they would still have trouble against Miami when you give these guys a couple of days of rest in the playoffs, film to look at it, and get down the tendencies of the Celtics, and be able to adjust. And wow, just too bad here. So we're going to wrap up on this one. Heat take game 2, 111-101. It's still early on in the series, but concerning for Boston here, with expectations were to go up 2-0. They only had lost 4 games all season long on their home floor, and now they're 38-5 at home. That's being 1 out of the 5 games that they've lost all season long, going back to October at home. We're going to wrap up here. Thanks all for joining in, being a part in the stream, and I'm hoping to be back tomorrow for Philadelphia versus New York, if I'm able to do so. So feel free to join me in the next Celtics stream. I'm hoping to cover on Saturday at 6 p.m. for Game 3. It'll be at Miami. Thanks all for joining in, being a part of the stream. We're going to wrap up here to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. We got Jason, Warren, Rajeep, I Am Ghost, David, Asia, Russell, John, Mark, Kelly, Jeffrey, Vegas, Oink Oink, Michael, Katie, Bradley, Daniel, Derek, Sister Surround, Mario, Guido, Tristan, SG Sports Talk, Ice Ice Baby, Robin, Melinda, and Jack City. Thanks all for joining in, being a part on the stream tonight for this one here as the Heat pick off a big upset over the Celtics in Game 2 of the series. Miami came in as a double-digit underdog, 111-101 the final score. The series is even at 1 apiece, heading back to Miami on Saturday at 6 p.m. for Game 3. Thanks for joining in, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night.